Niggas
Men are more emotional than women. Y'all pretend not to be emotional.
We're not. We made the song. We're emotional. We're emotional. But you're barely tall, and you like to shit on tall people.
I'm barely tall.
You're barely tall,
Let
my
me
nigga.
tell you.
Your platforms half the time I see you. You have some now. Like I don't get it.
Not
This is
only
what
that,
Elvis just did.
no.
He tied the men's insecurity to y'all, blaming y'all again.
There
Exactly.
you go. There you go. That's how these dudes do. I'm not
to
going to be
attack
on this
us.
show if you're going to start calling me names.
Says the one who calls everybody a name every day. Whoever you are, sir, fuck you.
No parking on Sunday.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to No Parking on Sundays. It's your boy Eddie Midnight. I am here with my boy Jay.
What's good, y'all?
And we have IE, fresh from her.
IA.
Oh shit, IE. I'm sorry.
Come on, dog.
She looked at me so seriously. God,
Cause she like, you ain't get my name right
we
yet.
didn't get.
I was waiting for you to mess up and do the most.
You know, I've had a stressful day. So.
Hey, listen.
Nobody cares about your long day.
I'm sorry.
Stop it.
Damn.
Exactly.
She hit you with the no one cares about your complaining.
You know
Keep
what
working.
it is. As a black man out here, nobody cares.
I'm glad you understood where I was coming from, bro.
Gosh.
They never want to hear a black man in our plight.
Y'all started with this.
But a black man complain. You just
We gotta shut the fuck up.
You hear the moisture from the woman just disappear.
Yes,
She's like, oh, this nigga got feelings. Ugh.
Jeez. Go chop wood or something.
So, like I said, we do have our special guest, our number one supporter, our number one hostess with the mostest out here, repping and shit. She's fresh from Afrotech. Well, I should have said it. Afro Nation.
Where's this guy?
Afrotech. I'm sorry. It might as well have been called Afro Nation with all the cheeks that I heard was getting clapped out there. So
Wow.
So anybody who's speaking like that is most definitely a hater. They wish they were there. And
tickets
you
were like
were
4,000.
and you
$4,000
you was
to go to this
going
place?
hard. Like every day, this guy right here was harassing me. Like, oh, are you part of the orgy party? The Afrotech orgy party?
So hold on,
So-
take a step back. What's the point of Afrotech?
If you were looking for business, if you were trying to get a job, if you wanted to have top contacts, if you wanted to meet some like-minded people, that's what Afrotech was for. And honestly, I think that was achievable, even with all the mess that was going on. You know, several things
so
could be
what's the
true at the
mess?
same time. Oh yeah, there was most definitely a lot of logistical messes going on. It did feel a little.
But what about the other messes that
It felt exploitative. Exploitive. Yes, it did.
a lot of people complain that the ticket prices were far beyond a lot of people's means, and not only that.
What was the cost?
It depends. I think the later you got it, the more expensive it was.
I mean, from the beginning, it was
base-
expensive.
What was the base price? What did it start with?
I mean, there was a student ticket, but if general admission was like $775, so $800.
Yeah. And if you get the student ticket, you can't even go to like all the actual. Like,
I mean, but after the first day, honestly, it didn't. None of that mattered. None of that. It was all fraudulent.
so the real question is, did you meet a baller ass nigga out there, billionaire that
wow.
was tech
Where are we going with
company?
this? Let me see if this is on the
Because
notes.
that's what everybody was. So that's what everyone was basically talking about. The fact that a lot of individuals, well, not a lot. There was a young lady who did meet her significant other at Afrotech last year, and she threw a mixer, and supposedly, from my inside source, I heard there was only women. It was mostly women at this mixer.
I was one of those sources, if not the source. I met her, lovely woman. But yeah, it was like, you know, it depends.
Just because she found love doesn't mean everybody else is gonna find
Yeah,
love.
I will say, like I saw not much. There were some. I mean, you know, there was
no quality. There's no quality.
out there. But they have money.
Remember this. It is a tech conference first. So think of your quintessential techie person. Do they tend to have swag? Do they tend to be, you know?
Dang.
But does swag really matter if you got cake? If you got
Yes,
money?
it does. Stop it. See, y'all,
wow.
y'all don't wanna be used for money, but then
Niggas know what's up.
But develop.
It's
your
a buyer's market. We know what's
develop
up.
your full self, because if you got swag, if you got looks, and you got money, that's what's gonna snatch.
So you think Bill Gates got money? I mean, I said money. Do you think he has swag?
Do you really think most people are knocking down Bill Gates' door?
Yeah. He cheated on his wife. That's why he got a divorce. Anyways, I heard Afrotech was interesting.
I'm telling you, these fellas are gold diggers beyond anybody else. So that's what it ends up being.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, no problem. But I don't really all the crying and riff-raff that y'all be going on about. I don't care.
Riff-raff.
No, I don't. I don't think that niggas really care that much. Like that
But
girls
y'all
want
do.
No, I don't
Y'all
think we
do.
do. I think it's more so about how women treat us after the money is spent. I think that's really.
But you didn't develop anything else for you to be treated otherwise. So
It depends.
if you're lame, you were lame before the money. You're lame after the money.
So you should find a nigga before to get
So
some money.
basically, you're saying it was a success.
I will say if you were about your business, you didn't have time to be in those group chats. You didn't have time to be going back and forth about some orgy parties or anything like that. You could have gotten that accomplished at this conference. There, I mean, all of the big companies were there. The execs were there.
What some companies are there? I'm curious. Like
you
Google
had
and shit.
you had Google, you had Roblox, you had Tesla, you had Disney, you had Warner Brothers, you had Estee Lauder, you had L'Oreal. I mean, all of the big companies you can think of, they were there.
And they were all looking for diversity. So
And they're trying to hit their quota. Sometimes this is the only.
way to
This
get
is
their
the
quota.
only way that they care for 5 minutes to hit their quota.
So you would recommend a young man like me who's out here just me? What?
Wow.
So you would recommend like anybody who's just in the tech
I don't know about
space?
anybody quality.
Like our
yeah.
friend here, he said he's not in the tech space.
You don't have to be in tech space if you use.
We
tech,
out here acting like these niggas about to pay us. I don't want to give these niggas this much.
Listen,
You sound quiet.
these companies will pay, and I'm gonna tell you this: like, show up and be halfway decent. You can hit your opportunity there. To me, it's silly to be like, if you want to be concerned with the other stuff, that's your thing. But if you were about your business, you could.
Well, let's just
accomplish
pray Afrotech don't turn into CBC.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
people like y'all, haters like y'all,
How am I hating?
haters like y'all are making it where companies will. Who's a hater?
Oh yeah.
I was there.
At CBC?
Both. I will say this.
My bad.
She was like, who the ballers?
I don't have to. They come up to me. But that being said, the conference is when y'all are going on and on, companies will hear this and then be like, oh, then we can't take this conference serious. That we can't take these conferences seriously. So if y'all can be quiet, they'll still show up. And then if y'all become serious, y'all can hit jackpot too.
Can I ask you a question?
There.
Do you not think that like they think that already when they hear about all the? Because if you heard about the foolery, you don't think they heard about the foolery?
I mean, I only heard about the foolery because of this guy. Like if you were there and you were about your business, I didn't.
I do my job.
To me, six things can be true at six things can be true at the same time.
Yeah,
they really can. If you want to be about your business and be only on that and see nothing else, it was most definitely doable. At
they need
this
to hire you
conference.
on their marketing team.
I mean, seriously, for a fee, Afrotech. If you want to sophisticate
Holler
your
at
event,
IA. She
holler
capping for
at
y'all.
me. I got y'all.
All right. Speaking of people who want to get hired and put on another team, let's talk about Jeezy and Nina Long.
Oh God.
Is that where we're going with this?
That's
We
where
can
we're
go
going.
there. Let's go there.
So these are quick topics. I just want to
okay.
breeze through these joints.
Giving
So
fraudulent.
him or her?
Jeezy.
How so? You think he was dirty marketing?
First of all, Nia Long, when did she become a journalist?
I don't.
Wait,
think
I didn't know who was interviewing who. I was confused.
So it's a conversation. is what
Yeah,
it's called.
it was like a
So let me help y'all out.
conversation.
I wonder why he wanted a conversation with Nia Long.
Well, first of all,
He
the
also has
audience
a-
probably doesn't know what we're talking about if they're not in tune. First of all, Jeezy dropped a new album and a book. And a book, right? And he's documenting his life, his traumas, all the things that he wanted to like let the world know that he felt like he had to get off his chest via therapy that he's gone through, right? He had a conversation with Nia Long. He handpicked Nia Long, and this is out of his production team. So I say that to say that, like, what was it about? I don't know why he chose
He
Nia
was
Long.
trying to shoot his shot. That's what it was. It's Nia Long.
I mean,
Stop
can I
it.
ask you one question? Did you watch the interview?
I watched halfway and then I couldn't deal with it anymore.
Oh,
I
okay.
couldn't deal
So
with the fraudulent
did you go on the preconceived notion? Because you know in previous episodes you didn't like
Listen,
the fact he liked was with Jeannie Mai.
I mean, I don't care. I wanted him to stay with his fraudulent black scent, woman. But that being said, like, I just felt like I predicted what he was going to say, and he said exactly what I thought he would say.
So you predicted that he's been molested by his babysitter?
I do think a lot of black men go through that, yes. So I
But
wasn't.
you knew that was a conversation he was going to have?
I knew he was going to go into his past and talk about how traumatic it was. I knew he was going to say,
Yeah.
"We're black men, we need y'all when we're down, but when we're up, we forget y'all." And
He didn't say that though.
So
yes, he did. He said, "We need y'all now that we're low. We need y'all sisters." That's what he said.
Yeah, but that's not you're conflating two thoughts.
No,
but
I'm
it's-
not.
You are, but it's cool.
It's
Nonetheless,
not
though.
cool because I got it right.
Okay.
All right, so
it's there.
other than that, as far as I'm concerned, when I watched the video, I'll be real. I didn't watch the whole thing. I only watched a bunch of clips. But from the clips that I did see, a lot of individuals in the comments felt that he was dirty Mac and quote unquote he was like kind of spitting game and throwing Iman Udoka, her former partner, under the bus when he said stuff like black men don't cheat. Real niggas don't cheat is what exactly he said. And she was like, you know what? I understand that. Like, she was falling for it. Was game. I'm not going to lie.
I don't think she was falling for it, though.
He was.
Can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes. Go ahead.
Our co-host here today, our special guest today, said 6 things could be true, right? Could he not have been talking about his trauma and being honest about that and trying to get her? Is that a problem?
Yes.
Is that a problem?
Yeah. So
why? So I have another question.
So we were calling it.
That's cool. I think that like in anyone in their age group or in that space, if your Nia Long's in front of you, what you gonna do?
Honestly, there's a
age
few
group or not, it's Nia Long.
No, I mean,
I'm glad you understand that.
She was at Afrotech giving a speech. What
you gonna do? You gonna try to slide something in there too, right? So shout out to Jeezy doing what we all would want to do.
Yeah. So
I just don't like when you're going down because he tried to use the pity card and Nia Long.
He did, but a lot of niggas use the pity card and get pussy.
And I just want.
Can I ask y'all a question?
I want y'all ladies to peep game because it's a game.
Can I ask a question?
It's a game and they participate.
And then I'm just playing a little bit of advocate. The devil don't need an advocate, so I'm not the devil's advocate, but just a little bit of an advocate, right? And I'm about to talk about something I did not want to talk about.
Oh Lord.
So he did the pity game, right? Do we not think that someone else is doing a little bit of a pity game, continuously talking about their traumas as a female rapper?
You jumped like
you would go there. Come on, we can bring it out. It's all coming together.
I know you're not talking about who I think you're talking about.
I'm talking about Megan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, is it not like this? Is it not similar? Do we not see similarities?
No, it's not. No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Don't have
How's it different?
I mean, all right. So
wants people to go ahead.
So one thing about Megan, yes, I think right now her identity.
Megan got shot and y'all ridiculed her.
Nobody didn't. We didn't. We're having a conversation within us. Like,
so nobody knew anything back then.
I knew that she got shot by Tory. I said that. That's rewind a couple episodes back.
I don't think you was on that episode.
I was.
You was cheating on us on a different podcast. I remember.
I mean,
that.
people want me.
And she even sent me a screenshot. She told me to watch it.
Where is it at? I didn't see it anywhere.
They on YouTube.
I mean, at the end of the day, it's not my podcast. Here. I mean, I was asked and begged to be here, but go ahead.
Oh,
see, you see what I'm talking about? Gaslighting, begged.
Isn't there?
Are we beggars?
But I mean, nobody's disagreeing with the fact that Megan is who she is and what she wants.
And that she went through trauma.
We just think that at some point she is. Well, right now she's gonna sell her new. Clearly, with the single that she has, it looks like she's using that trauma to sell this album.
I think it's the first time she's openly talking.
She did it.
No, she's done it.
She did an interview, but this is her first song. It's not like she's going on a whole campaign.
So you know how you think you're right, you're wrong because her very
first shot. Have you been shot before?
I think you said that this is her first time talking about it. The point that I'm making to you is that you're wrong about that.
I said in a song.
You're still wrong because on her first album, that was her first intro track, and her last album, she did it again. This is like the third or fourth.
If she needs to do 10 songs about getting shot,
but that's my point.
It's not the same with what Jeezy's doing.
No, it's fine. I think the point that I'm making here is not that I'm minimizing Megan Thee Stallion's trauma or anything she's experienced. I just think that like whether or not we like what Jeezy has done, we can't minimize the conversation, the attempt that he was trying to push.
We can.
See, that's all right. You got it.
It's a double standard, though.
It is clearly.
It's a double standard.
Clearly, that's the point that I was trying to make.
Like I always say,
y'all have double standards. We have double standards,
and I agree.
But it's not the same thing. I think Jeezy now, and I predicted because Kanye does the same thing. You wanted to make sure that when you were on the up and up, you had a certain image, you had a certain presentation.
So you think Jeannie Mai gave him that image?
He most definitely was riding that wave.
That because no one liked her.
First of all, y'all say that, but there were so many people.
People did give them relationship goals.
They literally made them relationship goals. Rewind to our last episode that we did together.
I told you guys that I had a problem with being
just like Jeannie was enjoying that. Jeezy was enjoying that whole wave, and so they got married on a whirlwind fairy tale Jasmine and Aladdin situation. And then when he was just like, oh wait, this is real life. Oh my gosh, y'all, I've been through trauma. Let me pull in my sisters. Nia, let me holler at you at the same time. And let's hopefully my pity story will make me, be able to get what you watch. In 6 months, they're gonna be walking hand in hand.
Anyways, I don't give a fuck about them because I thought the fact that both of them are talking is silly. It didn't make no sense. Everybody is now doing interviews. Everyone's a broadcast. Everyone is in. Lil Yachty gets to interview J. Cole.
But listen, we can't talk because we're doing a podcast too, so we gotta relax.
We don't interview like random celebrities.
But we probably will. Let's just keep it. The point that I'm trying to make is I don't want to minimize different situations.
Okay.
I just want to keep it a buck. I don't disagree with you. I watched your interview, so I don't necessarily fully disagree with you. The point I just want to point on is that, like, for some guys, as much as you didn't like it, I think that some of his conversation could be beneficial to somebody, and maybe not for you. And that's the point I was trying to make. The same way that I think that the fact that Megan had her stuff and going on with her, she may reach to somebody that like looks up to her, and that's the point. And I think it's us, and I've said this many times. It's black men and women. We got to work together. I get it. Jeannie Mai, terrible. He realizes it probably. There's parts of the interview that was cringy to me, but I think that there's parts of it that was good.
Yeah, who wants to listen to him talk for?
It was too long. It was too long.
30.
But there was some gold in there.
There was nothing new that he learned about Jeannie Mai now.
But it wasn't about Jeannie Mai. I think that's the part we have to point out. It was like 5 minutes.
But he knew. Listen, Jeezy's been in the game for a minute. He's not dumb. He's not slow. He's not stupid. He knows exactly what he's doing. He can pretend to be this, tough guy rapper. Like, I don't care about the limelight, but he's riding the wave too, making that coin.
Right. So next quick topic.
Let's go for it.
This is funny to me.
Go for it. I know what you're saying.
So Cup of Noodles finally announced. Cup of Noodles.
They're microwavable cups now.
I don't eat none of that.
Their cups are now microwavable. I just want to say this.
We didn't know that.
What?
No.
The whole community is microwaving those cups in the microwave.
I don't even eat the noodle things, and I knew that they could be in the microwave.
There's honestly going to be tests taken in the next 10 years.
Listen, we've been using microwaves for a long time. We're screwed anyway.
You shouldn't be eating any of that stuff because it's pure MSG. I just want all hormone and endocrine disruptors. And
I forgot you a holistic doctor on the low. All right, Dr. Sebi.
I'm just going to take my black seed oil and I'll be all right.
Okay. All right.
Wait, where did that come from?
I'm not going to say what I really want to say.
This nigga tried to sell me some black
I tried to sell it to you. No, I didn't. I was trying to get CMOS.
Oh, CMOS.
Everybody was selling CMOS in 2020. Like, take this.
I mean,
CMOS.
It's good. I'm getting some CMOS tomorrow. I'm supposed to get it tonight, but I couldn't.
What does it do?
Everything. It's got 102 minerals, like essential minerals and vitamins. That you
How do you know this?
Because we research stuff. The way you research media takeout, we research.
I know a lot about a lot.
This nigga just lied on my whole life.
Nigga, you know everything. I don't know how you got that straight just now. My bad, sir.
Anyway, it's all good. So speaking of people that catching strays, the African community is in mourning because Desmond, whatever his name is, ended his contract with Harvey.
Are we in mourning, or we just kind of like he got out the dungeon?
As a fellow Yoruba boy, we did what we needed to do. We came there, we conquered.
Yeah, I swear y'all always winning, and it looks like Lori for the win again. The thing is, y'all got y'all skirt in y'all got y'all panties and skirt in a bunch because Lori stays winning. She stays up.
What is she?
Wait. Is she
winning by like playing?
Like, can we be real? Can we be real?
Why y'all always?
Can we dub her the female future?
No.
Yeah,
Let's keep it real. Y'all always think y'all win when it comes to these women. So the reason why y'all so worked up and she's even a topic is because how dare she get up,
first of all, I didn't want
walk
this to
off,
be a topic.
And be unbothered. Because it's a hot topic and you're included in that.
Nah, fuck that.
I remember when they first started dating, he was just like, oh, my boy is not going to take the stuff that the others took.
He did say that.
It looked like, he looked like he's a statistic like the others.
Roll the clip.
Honestly, I like them together. Out of all the coupleship, I like them a lot together, but.
It was a contract. His year was up. He didn't renew it.
I mean, listen.
It is what it is.
She didn't renew it.
He did it.
That's why you proved my point. But that's why out of all the couples,
can I ask you a question? Hold on. Go ahead.
They released a joint statement like they were a married couple.
That was the first time she's ever done that.
That's what I'm saying.
She did it with what's the other nigga that everybody like?
Who?
Michael B. Jordan?
Yeah, she did it with him too.
No, she didn't. No, she didn't.
Did he do it then?
They did not.
Nah. He did it. Somebody said something.
They did a joint statement. Her and this Desmond guy. They did a joint statement. They was married and divorced and changed our lives.
Yeah, that was the first time she's ever gone public with anything.
So,
as far as
one for Yoruba.
Yeah,
she got him do a statement.
If you want to call that a little win, okay.
We're the only one that got publicly acknowledged.
Yeah, that's true.
Listen, I ain't knocking the girl. I just think that I want to point out. So you said that we get mad when girls jump to the next. We don't care for real.
Yeah.
Sure. We don't care.
Yeah, as long as
men are more emotional.
That's the point.
Than women.
High five.
Yeah, niggas
men are more emotional than women. That's
Kanye came with this song called "I Hit It First," right? You know what he was referring.
And that's all a projection. It's all a projection. It's called an avoided attachment.
Ray J did that, right?
Ray J.
Okay, Ray J.
About Kim Kardashian.
Yeah, but the point is,
nothing says more emotional than writing a song about it.
Why do we always have to be emotional when we respond to something? But if y'all say something, y'all not emotional.
We can be all those things. Y'all pretend not to be emotional.
We're not. We made the song. We're emotional. We're emotional. Yeah. The song is out.
We know that. We know that.
There's the emotion. Like,
all right,
we know.
All right, I'm skipping that. So
yeah, I can pretend all y'all want.
But shout out to Cup of Noodles. I hope y'all change the styrofoam.
So other than that, as far as men being emotional, what's his name? Keke Palmer's baby daddy, unfortunately, has been.
I feel like you're like happy on the inside.
Not really. I'm not really happy. I'm not.
Because he hated Keke for all that stuff.
Keke's a Bama. I'm not gonna lie, but at the end of the day,
you said Keke's what?
A Bama.
What does that mean?
Loser, bum, loser.
You think Keke's a loser? Why?
He's probably the only person that thinks that.
I was about to say they might come after you for that one.
I mean, it is what it is. I'm a lot of people can think I'm a Bama. It's all what it is.
What makes Keke a Bama?
So for me, I think she just comes off a little bit corny at times. That's all.
She's got some cornball ways, but that's what y'all like.
I don't know who.
y'all like that. Y'all like Nick Cannon. What are y'all talking about?
Yeah. So
no, women can be a little bit corny and be okay.
But niggas can't. This is nuts. I feel like we're in the Twilight Zone.
That's why Nick is acting out because he knows he can't be a cornball and be cool at the same time.
Back to the topic. As far as what I see in her, I feel like it's not just her per se. It's just the whole back and forth with her ex-boyfriend. 1 minute they're on, 1 minute they're off. Regardless of the case,
how do you know they've been on and off?
We don't know. That's the whole point. She never publicly.
I think it's
so. Whenever they got into their tit tat, she never acknowledged him. She never defended him when the internet was basically clowning the shit out of him for what
he played himself.
He definitely did, and we all agree. But her now filing the restraining order is definitely. Nobody thought at that point he was abusing her. That was just the honest truth. So you can't sit here and say everybody was downing her, saying all these things about her. We had no idea this nigga was out here trying to beat her. We just thought he was crying in his house because she tried to twerk.
I told you the nigga was corny when you first talked about it.
Yeah, I agreed. He was corny for it, but at the end of the day, it still doesn't push away the way he felt. If you feel like, yo, I wish my shorty didn't do that, I understand that.
I hear you, and I think the only thing that
most men feel that way, but they won't say it or tweet it.
Yeah, but I think the bigger part to this is that regardless of the fact that he's outspoken and all that kind of stuff, I think the fact of the matter is that him being outspoken about it should have been indicative about some more shit going on. And I've been saying to y'all, and I think that maybe, yeah. And I think the fact of the matter is that if he was securing himself, he wouldn't operate that way. And the fact that he operated that way, and now we found out more, it's linear. It's literally in line of what I said about the nigga. The nigga's corny. So.
I mean, I could have.
Shout out to you. You got it. You just demonstrated some high EQ. There was quite a few ladies that when he tweeted. Quite a few. I didn't say this, but a lot of ladies was like, "Oh, he's abusive," and a lot of people pushed back on it. But I'm like, that is not a secure dude for you to go out publicly and talking like you're a mom, though.
I feel like a lot of men feel that way though, regardless. Their baby mom, their girlfriend.
A lot of.
I mean, listen, niggas lack emotional intelligence, and so do women. I just think it shows up in different ways.
We're not the same.
No, I said it shows up in different ways. Damn.
But you said so. Yeah. So does women. That's
we
meaning
both
coupling. No, we're human,
saying,
so we're gonna all have range. I get that. You know what I'm saying?
So let me finish my statement so that you can. All right. So I was saying, yeah. So let me finish my statement.
Who has
so the point is,
opinion.
Right. Sorry for having a brain, but I think the fact of the matter is that when men and women show their lack of emotional intelligence, it shows its head in different ways, right? So Keke, to your point, crazy. To your point though, right? Keke showed some lack of emotional intelligence when she probably did that video. That's what you were getting at because she didn't know how to act out. She was acting when she did a song with Usher, but boyfriend. But she was clearly going through something.
But that's also rubbing it. It was just
she was rubbing.
But she had to. It was her way of get back.
It
was her way of get back.
I ain't gonna lie. I felt for him. I said, "Dang, Keke, you went in."
Because you got to think about it as a man. Not only is the internet against you, you done deleted your shit. They're coming for your family now out of the rant.
And he was weak for that.
And they was coming at him. And not only did his girl not say shit, she went and made a video.
Why would she say shit?
I mean, I would like.
That's why when I saw the love bomb comment, I believed it.
You humiliated me, and I now need to stand up for you.
I don't think he humiliated himself
and her. She spoke highly of him, bro. Regardless of how you feel about her, she's always.
She kept saying, "My man, my man, my man."
First of all,
don't do that.
No, I just think. Listen, wait. I'm equal opportunity.
I gotta clear this up.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Hey,
you see how entitled these dudes think? You're gonna humiliate me, and I should stand up for you after you humiliate me.
All I want to say is. Everybody, I do not support that nigga. That's all I'm saying.
I can't tell.
I don't support that nigga.
I'm glad you said that because it's crazy right now.
If he beating on his shorty, I'm not with that.
Not if there's.
No,
we saw the video.
I didn't see the. He did.
It's clips. She loose lips.
I didn't see all of that.
Yanked her ass.
Regardless, I don't support domestic violence. I just said both of them niggas is corny.
And do you know people were still like, well, the pictures are blurry. How do we know that's really
people
her?
always make excuses whenever black women are attacked. That's always been the case.
Okay, as long as y'all know.
I know that for sure. But skipping that, let's get into the music.
Your transitions are so shit.
Your transitions are terrible.
So shit, bro.
Like, allow for a moment of breather. Calm down.
Y'all still want to talk about Keke?
Yes,
No,
yes,
I don't.
Let me say this. Say this. She went, first of all, for you to have a restraining order honored, that means you do have to have concrete, for those uneducated folks out there, you do have to have concrete evidence. And so she clearly had concrete evidence, including those videos, and she had, I don't know if you read the report.
Wait, so you're speaking like have you filed a restraining order on somebody? You probably got some stalkers.
So as far as details, she went back to before she even got pregnant, he was putting hands on her. And this goes back to what I say, like, you could be okay with a dude, in a different place than you, but a lot of these dudes are not okay with it, and it's
what
showing.
What do you mean by a different place? Like,
basically,
you make more money?
Yeah.
No, I know. I want to.
Oh, okay. My bad. Go ahead.
So you basically are saying men can't deal with a woman who basically makes more money than them.
You know what's funny? I was on TikTok, and don't ask me why it popped up on my feed, but it did. Shekinah,
TikTok algorithm is undefeated.
It's undefeated.
That shit is fucked.
And I hate the fact it's undefeated, but I don't like this. Anyway, it's so undefeated that sometimes I hit the not interested. I'm like, dog, why is this here? Did I watch something for too long? Like, I didn't mean to watch this long. I'm not interested. But I did stick around for this interview where Shekinah, I know it's not on topic, Shekinah was on The Real, and she was saying her and Tamira were having this argument about the fact that
who?
Tamir from Sister.
Oh, yeah.
One of the co-hosts.
That's funny.
They were arguing, right? And Shekinah was like, a dude cannot make less money than you and be secure because his ego is not going to be intact. He's going to be faking and he does not respect you. And Tamir was fighting her vehemently, like, yo, no, I know somebody that is okay being
somebody.
No, someone in her family.
Exactly.
It doesn't matter.
Somebody.
Yeah.
Generally
one person?
speaking, exactly. The outlier is not the majority.
Yeah. So, to that, I'm not really debating that. I'm just pointing out to what you were saying about, like, I just heard this morning that someone said that. And I was thinking to myself, like, I don't care if my shorty got more money than me.
I don't either.
I'm going to still take care of her, but I don't care.
Yeah. So there's a line by the
Do y'all think y'all the majority?
No.
Of course not. I'm not the majority.
No,
you know me. I love that. I know I'm not the majority.
Y'all validating what I'm saying.
But I'm also a different type of
there's
nigga.
Lyric. So there's a lyric by The Weeknd on a song where he basically says, even if I don't, he was like, what you doing? Put your wallet down, bitch. I'm paying. Even if I don't got it, I'll always got it.
But why she got to be a B?
All right.
Oh, Lord.
Stop it.
So
anyways, I truly and wholeheartedly believe in that. Like, even if I don't got it, I never look like what I'm going through.
But even he sounded angry even saying that. Like, why he got to be angry?
Because that's just the way for my dogs.
The Weeknd doesn't ever sound angry. He sounds sad, so he didn't.
No, The Weeknd does. That's the thing about The Weeknd. I feel like nobody actually listens to his lyrics.
We don't care.
The nigga actually says some wild shit.
We don't.
He be saying,
I'd rather listen to Brent say some wild shit, not The Weeknd.
All right.
Is The Weeknd even relevant still?
Not in my world.
He is. He says
that's what I
he's
thought.
on a world tour.
He's too emo for me. I'm not emotional like that.
He's not emo. That's the part I keep trying to tell people. My
bad. He sounds emo, just like Rod Waves.
The Weeknd is
I know y'all love Rod Waves too.
R&B artists we've had in so long.
You don't listen to R&B.
He's the closest. He's the closest we've had to.
He's the best selling, but he's not the best R&B artist.
One of the best. He is.
What's your next topic?
Yeah, let's transition to the next topic, please.
You go into it.
I'm gonna go into my favorite topic right now, Drake, because I have a love-hate relationship with the guy. So I got a hot take. Is Drake? In my opinion, I think Drake is probably the only artist, one of the greatest artists that feels like he's declining with his music catalog to date. So Her Loss, I feel like, was good, but kind of like immature.
Immature.
Yeah. He's like 37, 38 years old. Him and Future are like the most immature,
Future
like 30-year-olds.
but
I like him though. Don't get me wrong.
Future's over 40 now.
Whatever, right? Yeah, to your point though, right? And now he brings out For All My Dogs, and I was anticipating it. Then I hear that shit, and I'm just like,
that shit?
It's not good.
So I asked my 18-year-old cousin what she thought about Drake, and she was just like, I mean, he's there, but he's not. So I feel like
is he becoming background music? He's like elevator music.
Yeah, I feel like he's elevator music, and I feel like he should do like a lot of like your Weezy and your Jays and pretend to retire for a little bit and then put out.
Or be like Weezy and Jay only make quality bars and quality songs. Like Drake has given us more deep cuts in his earlier part of his career than he is now.
I just feel like he's going through
like ATM Charlotte wasn't good.
I mean, he's got curlers and rollers when he steps out. Like
Yachty said he inspired him to do that and get nails. When I hear a 38-year-old man getting advice from a 25-year-old, it's a problem.
There you go. That tells you all that you need
37.
to know.
My bad.
But anyways,
look, he's a Drake stan.
Look,
I like Drake though. To be very clear,
is there a difference between 37 and a 38-year-old?
So anyways,
good.
As far as I'm concerned, I think the album needed some time to marinate before people really understood it. I think For My Dogs was a misleading title, first of all. I think a lot of men went into the album thinking that
it was some rapidy shit.
Yeah, I think a lot of men went into the album thinking that it was for them, specifically geared towards things that they fuck about, which was mostly that toxicity, all that BS. Low key, Drake was on this album giving out his heart. He was heartbroken on this entire album.
Isn't he heartbroken on every album?
Yeah, maybe. But this album specifically was
really... 21. He was singing at
I feel
21.
like it was also a double entendre as far as like...
You know he was singing at 21, right? 21. Can you? He wasn't.
I'm not going down that road. That's a different, you are like,
but that's a different album.
Yeah, it's a completely different album.
So, anyways, I feel like because of that, that's why a lot of people felt like this album lacked. But a lot of women that I know, they like this album. Only people I've seen complain about is mostly men. I haven't seen too many women.
I like the album he released last summer. What was that one? It was like the
Her Loss.
No, it was like the Jersey House.
That was good.
I like that.
That was good.
The album was good.
That was
Thank
good.
you.
I was in Greece listening to that whole joint. That joint was fire.
That took a second for me to warm upon, just like
a lot of people didn't like it.
But I'm okay with letting some marinate, to your point. And I let For All My Dogs marinate. And I'm just like, these bars are like, come on, Drake.
Nah, I gotta disagree. I like the album. I don't think it's the greatest of his hits. I don't think it's
probably his worst album, period.
I don't know. I think I gotta go back and think. But I like the album. I don't think it's the greatest of his work, but I don't think he fell off. I think it was a lot. Little Baby fell off. What's his name?
But you can't do that. Lil Baby only been here for 5 minutes. You can't compare Lil Baby to Drake. No, you can't do that pivot. You see what Drake fans do? You see what they're doing?
Can I finish?
They're pivoting. No, you can't.
The Baby fell off.
You're not gonna put Lil Baby and the Baby in a category with Drake.
Wait, what's that nigga's
You can't do that. And the Baby was never big for real like that.
What's that guy's name that sang the song with Nipsey? I got a dime.
Roddy Ricch?
Yeah, that nigga fell off. Jeezy fucking fell off. If you put out a 30-track album, nobody listens.
You just said you liked the second half of it.
Yeah, but it's still. I downloaded one song from a 30-track.
I didn't even know there was 30 songs.
I was never listening. I'm not listening to anybody.
I'm not listening to anybody's 30-track album.
Look, honestly, the only person whose 30-track album I've listened to is Chris Brown.
That's nuts. I'm not doing it either.
I feel like
Chris Brown deserves it.
Chris Brown. Yeah,
Chris Brown.
I'm not listening to 30 tracks to nobody.
Hold on,
Jeezy put out a new album too.
Jeezy's in the Jay-Z era, so I feel like I mean, I'm not saying he's the same.
No, he's not that era.
I get what
but
you're
I'm saying he's been out like for him to put, right. So for him to put it,
what? That's not even it. Go ahead.
So since he's got that long-standing career, I think when he puts out an album, it's kind of like, we're not listening to you for real.
This is the thing, though.
He advertised the album with his book. And I think a lot of people, I don't know if his book even sold like that, to be honest.
I don't think so. I think that this is a thing.
I don't think anybody.
I want to know his story because he rapped about his story so much.
That's true. But I think it's something a different part of the
story. Does anybody care about Jeezy's story?
No, but let's take a second. Hold on.
He sold drugs.
Jeezy,
we know that from
There's people from a certain era. Jeezy, Rick Ross, T.I.'s a little earlier than that, but he still falls into that category a little bit. That style of rap and sound has fallen off. Yeah. Gucci even dropped a new album last week.
Nobody heard it.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, but I think the point here is it's in a really place, but I think the point here is that like these guys don't know. Well, Jeezy kind of sucks now, but the point is that, and I'm a Jeezy junkie.
That's crazy.
He always sucked. I never been a fan.
I love Jeezy.
For him to say that is crazy.
Because I'm not a fool.
We drove to school for 2 hours, a 2-hour long drive, and these niggas will force me to listen to
The Real Is Back. Listen, Jeezy's great.
I love Jeezy's first 2 albums, but outside of that, I don't.
You love The Recession, so you just don't remember which one that was.
Whichever one it was.
The point is, it's not even about those guys. I'm just saying that like that sound has like gone away, but I also think the current
so he hasn't evolved.
Yeah, no, of course not. I think he's out of a few sounds, but when you have a certain niche, it doesn't work. But I think all of those guys, are definitely worked their way out because the young folks who push music, right? But the young folks that you mentioned, Lil Baby, the baby screwed himself. That's a different conversation.
They're sampling all of the rappers that you just said.
That's true, but also the music sucks for the most part. Like these guys aren't really creative anymore. They chase the money so much that the money diluted the content.
Are you talking about the new guys?
Yeah, the new guys too. Yeah. So what I'm saying to you guys is that
I'm about to close that door, by the way. So
suck it up, bro. No, suck it up. Do not break the fall. You already broke the fall. Don't do it again. Don't do it again. Sit there and relax.
My bad.
So also
today.
No,
okay.
You are. But
you're not talking about me.
I am. But I think that like a little bit. I think hip hop, and to your point, is kind of like shitty. Like right now, like there's a few songs that I like, but like I'm really in my R&B bag, real crazy right now.
Same here. I think a lot of R&B is definitely
bro,
and Afrobeats.
And we need super producers back. And I think that these writers
don't have as many as we used to.
We need to go back to them. I think that we need to like figure out like Hit Boy is like showing these super producer. Metro Boomin
with only one person.
That's fine.
But it's been a while since he's
it dropped 6 or 7 albums in the last 3 years, and that's
for one guy.
That's fine. I don't care. We got to get it how we live, bro. Like, nah, bro. Hip Boy is good. Hip Boy is good. But regardless of the fact, I just think that like, what are we gonna do?
I feel you. I agree. For me, even if I agree, I don't agree or don't. I'm just move to the next topic.
Oh my God.
So I just want to shit on this nigga. Burna Boy turned down $5 million to perform in Dubai because they won't allow him to smoke weed.
Why do y'all care about other niggas' money?
So it's not.
You don't want to talk about like real opinionated shit, but you want to opinion about how nigga wants to get his money.
Anyway, so
this is ain't no anyway. Y'all niggas are weird. Like
it's not about being weird. It's weird. About the simple fact that he himself was the one who brought it up. That not only that, the simple fact is, are you that addicted to weed that you need to say that shit?
Exact
like, bro, you can perform in Abu Dhabi or Dubai for one day and get the fuck out and smoke in less than 24 hours.
Take a break for 24 hours.
I think that is the stupidest thing. And then just say that to like gear towards whatever fan base he's like appealing to, which are the weed heads maybe. Nothing about that makes me feel like, yo, that's a dope thing. You said no to 5 million.
You know what? You might be too old. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe I am.
And that's okay. I'm not knocking it, but that's what I was just like, how lame are you to announce to the people that, I turned down $5 million?
I think that's pretty stupid. I think that's lame, and I think it's a mismanagement of money.
Niggas say lame shit on the internet all day long.
But
throw it in the bucket of other lame shit.
This is also the same Burna Boy who right now is having a hard time selling concert tickets. So
Burna Boy's having a hard time?
Yeah, he's canceled concerts.
She just said Wizkid is too, and he's a bigger artist.
I'm really sad about that because I was looking forward to his concert, but I'm going to if anybody knows why Wizkid is canceling
Burna Boy in Philly?
Yeah, I'm going to Philly.
Because
you bum ass nigga, you ain't tell me.
Oh, hold on, wait.
My bad. Oh, now y'all want to go. You don't like Burna Boy. Keep shit on it. I'll go see him.
Hold
on.
What
you going to say?
Wizkid.
No, Burna.
Wizkid canceled all his dates, right?
Didn't you say Wizkid can get it?
What'd you say?
Yeah, you heard me. You said Wizkid can get it.
He can.
His little ass. He's 5'2".
I'll take that scrawny ass and his.
You know what's funny? You know what's funny? You know how they say like short people have Napoleon complexes? I've never seen a tall person with like a Napoleon complex. Like he's barely tall.
It's tall nigga privilege.
There is. Yeah, there's tall nigga privilege. But you're barely tall, and you like to shit on tall people.
I'm barely tall.
You're barely tall, my nigga. You wear platforms half the time I see you. Ooh. You have some now. Like I don't get it.
I think tall people.
I'm 6'1".
He's 6 feet
not
with
that tall,
Nike boots, right?
I'm not 6 foot.
No, 6'1" is not like for you to walk around like
for him to act
tall
like
nigga.
Hey, I'm 6'1", a nigga needs some leg room. Y'all don't even know that. That's from Drake. See, y'all don't even know.
And you thought that was a bar. That's why Drake is falling off. You got niggas like you thinking that's bars.
I'll say this. I do think tall dudes do have Napoleon complex for sure. I mean, do you date dudes?
No, I
Okay, I have. So that being said, I've dated several tall dudes, and I can tell you, y'all seem to highlight short dudes more than anybody else, and I do think I don't even say with y'all because 6'1" to me is barely making it. I'm talking about maybe like a 6'5" and up because I've dated. And I'm gonna tell you, I dated someone who was 6'6", and I've never heard so many issues with height.
Because,
like when I was
dating him.
You know why?
I'll tell you why.
Because their self-esteem is tied to their height, nothing else.
Yes, and because every woman on their stupid ass dating profile only wants to date niggas 6 and up. So a lot of these niggas understand that, and not only that,
he was insecure about it.
You see what Edward just did? No. He tied the men's insecurity to y'all, blaming y'all again.
There exactly. You go. There you go. That's how these dudes do.
It starts with women. Everything, everything starts with women.
So whose fault is that?
Y'all bit the fucking apple. Why did you bite the apple?
Why did y'all listen?
He tried to get back. He tried to flick back.
You the man. Why did you follow?
Because I was
You're
trying
supposed to be the leader.
I seen that coming.
I was trying to get some pussy from Eve. She the only one out here that I could hit. So I'm gonna eat that apple so I can get some apple.
It
later.
always comes down to y'all being unaccountable.
But not only that guy was probably very insecure for the simple fact that some short guy he knew was gonna do some shit that he wasn't trying to do.
What topic were we on right now? I'm so confused.
Will overcompensate, and his tall ass ain't trying to do
tall people overcompensate too.
He ain't trying to do all of that, and them short niggas will dive in there. He was
tall ones will too.
Oh Lord.
All right.
This was happening after
that topic took.
I don't know. I have no.
Did you see only tall niggas in Afrotech?
You'll have to ask someone who participated.
Them tech niggas be tall as shit. I'd be like, you do IT, nigga?
You know what's funny? Never mind. I ain't gonna say that.
You just been balling, nigga. What the fuck you doing typing in help desk?
That's what I was gonna say. They be tall as shit in their skinny ass suits.
Tall and buff with these big ass glasses.
Living in a studio.
Talking about, is there a problem with your Wi-Fi? Nigga, if you don't get on the fucking court and run the triangle,
you know what's crazy?
Offense.
You know what's crazy? Keke Palmer's boyfriend, right? The nigga. You know who her brother is?
Who?
His brother.
Yeah, his brother, right?
Who?
The nigga from Insecure, the tall light skinned nigga.
Oh, Drew?
Yes.
Bro?
Oh, you know what's funny?
He's toxic as fuck.
He's very toxic.
That's my point. That's my point.
People think his character and him are the same person, and
I've been hearing
that.
it, but I've been hearing
because of what he did.
You.
I brought it up on a pod before. He knocked up his co-host while he was engaged to another shorty.
Dog.
So let me tell you.
And
that was my crush.
And they said that he was
crush.
abusive physically.
And he's going through child custody issues right now, and she kind of resembles Keke a little bit.
I ain't going that far now.
A little bit, yeah. She brown skin, pretty, yeah. I'm telling you.
Brown skin and pretty. That's all it takes.
No, I'm saying they kind of resemble each other. I think they both have the same type.
Okay. Hey, you're a woman. I don't know.
You don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I just
learned the booty and he learned that lesson from the last one.
What was the lesson?
When you say you don't date men, he was like, "Oh shit, I gotta get out."
Yo, low key, we're already 40 minutes in and we ain't even get to half the
You love clocking our time. Just enjoy the pod, my nigga.
Nah, fuck that.
You stay clocking this.
So
Let it flow. It's a flow.
What you gonna tell us? Come on, talk to
Dance on beat.
Dance. I tried, man. That shit.
I seen you. I was like,
you know who dances dance on beat? Or dances the beat of her own drum? Lauryn Hill.
Lauryn Hill.
She does what she wants to do.
Look at this guy. Segue king.
Hey, W. You don't like that? Why you ain't dap me up, dog?
She don't know how to dap. She's a woman.
No, that was her point.
high five.
No, she knows how to dap. She just makes a point not to. She's like, I'm a lady.
Yeah. She want to be sophisticated.
She's like, I'm a lady.
But nah, Lauryn Hill was wild. And she ended up saying that she basically she was late to another concert, go figure. And when she finally showed up to the concert, she told everyone in the audience, "Y'all lucky I came."
I mean, it sounds like something I have a question though. I have a question. We noticed about Lauryn. Who keeps buying the tickets and showing up and expecting
That's what the fuck I said.
So
I literally said that,
Shout out to you, Lauryn. You're right. They lucky you showed
That's
up.
what
That's
I said.
a fact.
I was like, y'all been knowing she's showing up late for years. It's y'all fault.
This is kind of the thing.
Y'all
it's
buy
like,
her ticket, and then on top of
y'all
that,
keep showing
y'all
up
show up on time.
The crazy part was the fans actually cheered for her.
Yeah, I did see that.
Because they know what it is. They know what it is.
I mean, buying a Lauryn Hill ticket, actually, you're a victim.
That's why. But that's why I go to Lauryn Hill's concert.
No, you're signing up to be a victim, knowing damn well she doesn't show up to your concerts, and when she does
show up, she's late.
But you know what's crazy though?
Like 4 hours late though.
That's nuts.
The DJ would already finish his set like shit.
But you know what though?
My Serato done.
I have been hearing though that people have been sacrificing because the show is that good.
Yeah, so she brought the food. So the last show was crazy. She did bring the Fugees back on, and somebody
Wayne
else,
came out.
Lil Wayne. It was a crazy show from what I heard.
From what I'm hearing,
you know what I think is so crazy? This woman has released 1.5 albums, and she can
literally
still
been sworn for 25 years off an album.
it's that good.
I mean, I'm not mad at
but you gotta remember, like between the Fugees,
you created your own rules and you follow your own rules, and let the haters.
Did she have babies for like Marlon?
The Marleys, yeah.
She had like 6
I mean,
kids.
she went through the industry, fucked her over. Marley fucked her over. She went through a lot of shit. But also, she has enough content though between two albums.
Enough content in 2 albums.
Barely.
That's
No,
crazy.
she's 2 albums and the Fuji stuff.
She really
full
don't have
set.
a second album though. It's like a line.
We're not
Unplugged.
We're
I
not going
guess
to do that.
Unplugged was
that
kind of a
Unplugged
second
is,
album.
you can play straight through. It's great.
Yeah,
Okay.
she killed it.
But she can't. I
I
don't
love
listen
that
to the whole
song
thing.
Zion.
Everybody does. What's it
That's
about?
how it
You know what it's
goes.
about?
Yeah, they was trying to make her kill her baby, and she was like, "Zion, you're my reason."
Oh, you know the lyrics. Look at you.
I used to listen to that album like back to back.
I will give
to
you
back.
props. Was I never noticed when you watched the Megan Thee Stallion video, you said that it resembles a vagina when she was coming out, and of course
I'm very observant.
That I didn't peep that when she was coming out of the snakes thing, and also you said the fact that it reminded you of Nicki Minaj's Anaconda.
I'm just glad I'm not a rabbit hole type nigga.
Nah, that's dope.
I pay attention to a lot of stuff, I don't comment on a lot of things, but it's just like it's hard to play.
Another funny thing is when they ask female artists, these new female artists, who do you want to be like, or who do you want to be remembered as, or whatever, they always mention Beyonce instead of Nicki.
Of course.
Nicki is literally the greatest.
Because Nicki likes to play in the dirt.
Regardless of that, Nicki is the epitome of what a female rapper needs to be.
Y'all keep saying
She's the
female
greatest.
rapper. She's top rapper.
She's the greatest female rapper.
No, top rapper. She's amongst the top rappers.
She's
amongst the top
probably in the
rappers.
top 10.
She's
Jay,
amongst the
she
top
is.
rappers.
She is.
I know y'all
She's
are
giving bars to
misogynists
everybody.
and like
Jay, she
these
has.
dudes. These dudes
Any
can't touch her.
any
Most of the
feature.
dudes in the top can't touch her.
Jay.
She bodied Kanye on his own song.
He's looking at his shoes. Jay,
Yeah, look
at me.
at your shoes. Yeah, look at your shoes.
Jelani don't want to. Jay, look.
Because the truth-
At the end of
the
the
truth
day,
is the
any
truth.
track you do put her on, she shows up. The only time
She gonna make your
I've seen
song
her get
hot.
washed once, and that was on Seeing Green with Wayne and Drake. That was the only time I've seen her get washed. But other than that, every other joint, NBA YoungBoy.
Speaking of potential
Kanye.
fall offs, Travis Scott, he just got nominated for a Grammy for Album of the Year. Did he
that
not
was a
fall
tur-
off? Did he not fall off a little
No.
bit? Utopia's
Name
that
the other
good?
people. Name the other people on the joint.
How did he come back after getting all those people
so-
murked at his
It wasn't his fault.
It wasn't his fault. Like, let's get over that. Anyway,
I can't.
Let's
keep
get
track-
over that. People
look,
lost their lives.
No,
let's get over
the
that.
fact that we're blaming somebody that pays other people to manage the
Okay.
concert. But
All
anyway,
right.
so
They actually paid him
best album here.
to be there.
And those lawsuits quietly went away.
'Cause he paid them. They didn't quietly go away. They got
He
paid.
had nothing to do
Well,
with it.
let me help you with that. So the Grammys nominated.
Please.
So the Grammys are now coming out with their list of categories and shit. So one of the categories is Best Rap Album,
Yeah.
and they have Killer Mike for what was the name of it? Michael. They also had, of course, his Travis Scott Utopia's album. Who else?
Drake and 21 Savage, Her Loss, Metro Boomin, Heroes and Villains, which I think is a really good album.
It is.
And Hit Boy and King's Disease. With
So
Nas.
a lot of people's like favorite is going to be King's Disease for Nas because they feel like the Grammy for years has been shitting on him, even though he won for one of the King Diseases. Like
No, he didn't.
He did.
He's you sure? He's
Yeah,
up?
like 2 years ago, he got his first Grammy. Like
okay,
2 years
okay.
ago.
Fair enough.
Maybe I
Fair
might be bullshitting. I don't know.
I thought he didn't get no
Fact check
Grammys
me.
yet. Let's fact check that.
And then not only that, I personally think that Killer Mike should get it for Michael. I think that album was phenomenal. It was dope
Killer
as
Mike
fuck.
is very talented.
No, my bad. Let me be clear. My bad. That exhale sounded like I was saying on Killer Mike. One, I respect the Grammys, but I don't. I'm glad. I'm glad the Grammys acknowledge
Kanye
Killer
peed
Mike
on his Grammy.
especially for the content that Killer Mike makes. I'm glad they acknowledge that album. My exhale is because I come from a different era. Like Jay-Z's my favorite rapper all time, right?
Jay-Z.
And I love Nas.
You said JT?
Yeah, it
Jay-Z.
sounded like you said
Oh,
JT.
you say like JT.
My bad, Jay-Z.
Yeah,
I mean, JT is the city girl, so you a city boy. You
I like
identify.
Carisha, but I like Carisha
JT,
bars.
you're back on my good list.
Oh my god!
You like
but
JT.
But I think King's Disease 3 is the best. It's funny to me that like I really think
That's
that
the one that most people don't
each
like.
King's Disease I think got better, but I think that the whole trilogy is amazing, and then the Magic trilogy is really good too. But the Magic trilogy is a little too like Illmatic for me.
Yeah.
And King's Disease feels more like
So
nostalgic mixed with a little modern sound.
So for me, I really believe that Killer Mike deserves this for one reason why is the album, the content, and the fact that he had huge features.
Great
He also-
production.
Not only did he independently support this himself, no record label, no none of that.
Real shit.
He paid all these niggas to be on his shit. Then he killed most
But you know a
of
lot
them.
of those niggas on Dungeon Family, by the way, so he didn't have to pay any
Yeah,
size.
well, whatever.
That's
the
neither
case
here nor
is.
there. Just
But he
saying.
also killed. He showed up. He wasn't.
He's a rapper's rapper.
He wasn't adding people
No.
on his track to like, oh yeah, I want you
To
on
make it
there.
better.
Yeah, to make it. He was actually
wasn't pulling
killing.
a
He was
Quavo.
showing up. He was
Yeah.
showing up. Then not only that, the fact that he's an underground rapper, or I wouldn't say underground. He isn't as well known as most of these guys on this category.
commercial.
It's gonna do a big thing, and especially the fact that he talks about black reparations, the things where we're going through as a black communities and activists.
You know he started a black bank.
activists. Yeah, and the Black Bank in Atlanta, the Green Farming. He's doing so much.
Look
Like
at you.
I would love.
My nigga, what'd you learn all this? Because I know you don't know about Killer Mike regularly.
No, I watched him on the Breakfast Club, and I've always listened to him. You know,
he's very articulate.
Yeah, when he talks about like political shit, when he was fucking with Bernie Sanders and shit like that, I paid attention.
You know that's why T.I. got the way he is.
Because he was fucking with Killer Mike.
Yeah, him and like best friends.
That's what's up.
Yeah,
Because
I have a question. Is Killer Mike really like getting rotations on the radio? Is he really, people are really checking for him like that?
Back in the day,
that's
yes.
why,
like back in the
little
early
I feel like he got a little
2000s.
bit. I don't think he was.
He was
like
never
that.
as big as them. But
Run the Jewels was big. They had some.
Run the Jewels was huge.
Yeah, they had some
but
joints.
at the same time, it's
him and
okay.
this white boy that did music.
The point
together.
is that people that rap really well like that, they don't get to the places that
He's
like
also
Drake and them.
your rapper's favorite rapper.
Yeah,
like, niggas fuck with him because
for
he
sure.
can spit.
Yeah.
He can really spit.
Makes sense.
And usually when you talk about down south rappers, they're not known for being lyrical. And he's very lyrical.
That's true.
And most people that come out, that's the thing about Future, not to segue too far, but we stay on Killer Mike.
Yeah.
But Future is from Dungeon Family, the same place
Really?
that Outkast, Killer Mike, all those guys, Sleepy Brown, all those folks, Future's out of that. Like he's literally in Dungeon Family.
But he sounds so incoherent when he's.
But that's the thing though. He kind of does.
Nah,
the reason I brought him up,
he like Future does mumble rap, but it's not really mumble
He's
rap.
not. He's actually
way
saying
with-
things.
Yeah, same
He
thing
knows
I
what
felt
he's doing,
about
is
Young
what I'm saying.
Thug. I felt the same way about Young Thug, but later on, I'm now Young Thug's biggest fan because I actually catch what he's saying. And I'm like,
he's
this
actually
nigga's going
saying stuff.
crazy.
He actually says stuff, and he also knows how to play into like what people want to hear. Mm-hmm. But Future actually knows how to make songwriting, which is why he's here now. He knows exactly what he's doing.
Future, I heard, he wrote for Beyonce. He wrote for a lot of people.
That Drunken Love is Future's song.
Yeah, I didn't know he wrote
There's
for
a
so many
ape
people.
shit is Future and Migos.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Anyway,
speaking of the Grammys, they have a new category for Afro beats as well. I think they announced it like 2 years ago or so.
Yeah, they didn't like the name at first.
Yeah, so now they finally like made it Afro.
There's some world
and
music
of course,
shit.
it's mostly all the most top songs. So we have.
it should be.
I think you have the list a little closer to you.
I got you.
City Boys, Burna Boy.
City Boy, Burna Boy.
WizKid better be on that list.
He is not on the list. What did he drop recently?
He didn't drop anything.
He didn't drop
recently.
anything.
Apiano by my boy.
Essence?
Asake and Olamide is fire. Okay,
Yeah.
I love them niggas. And then,
Why aren't y'all?
I'm not a big DeVito fan, bro.
DeVito-
He doesn't suck,
DeVito
but
fell off.
No, he
DeVito fell
didn't.
off.
Niggas-
apparently Edmund said in the
So-
community they love him. I can't get into him.
I can't get into him anymore.
DeVito, so DeVito has a cheating scandal that people wanted to say it's his fault, but
What now?
some girl in Atlanta basically
Hold on,
said
how do-
So it's
I thought it was for the Grammys.
It's so
he's getting a lot of bad publicity.
who's married? Who's married out of the two?
Anyways,
What happened? Hold on.
Answer
Wait a
the
minute.
question.
so what I
who's
was saying-
married out of the two?
I don't know what's
DeVito.
happening here.
Oh, okay. So
the
it's,
thing
it's,
you were saying
the
you guys
woman
were
in
saying
Atlanta's fault.
So you're saying that DeVito fell off.
I didn't say he fell off. I just said
I think he fell off.
So most people think he fell off because of all the controversy he's also
No,
having.
I haven't
He's
heard a
being
hot song
canceled.
since.
Oh my god.
He dropped
New
an album. I know he's dropped albums. I'm not gonna say that.
Unavailable.
You
Hello?
said I know. Oh, he
no.
literally's he's like a 5-hit wonder. Like I know 5 songs off the top.
This new album had 5 hits. Really? Yes, it was.
That's
good.
a lot for an
I'm
album.
talking
I know,
about,
right?
I'm talking
That-
about, I'm talking about his entire catalog.
I ain't gonna
I
go
know
that far
5
now.
songs.
So to
I'm
me,
just not a fan.
All
Go
right,
ahead.
so,
Hold on. Let's finish the
and
list.
I used to be a huge DeVito
finish
fan.
the list, please.
Tyler Water, which is a great song. I think TikTok
South
covered both, right?
African, yeah.
And then
there's the challenge. Have
yeah.
y'all seen the challenge?
Yeah.
No.
And
Have
Seen
then
the water challenge on
hold on.
TikTok?
And then the
What
Aria
is that?
Star. Who's Aria Star Rush?
Every Star Rush is a beautiful song. Young
Okay.
lady. She
I'm
also
gonna listen to that.
She's shaped like Tyler as well. Very small,
petite.
frame. Yeah, very petite and beautiful. Yeah.
But I mean, I think
Sorry.
I hate to say, but I think based on this list,
for the
who do y'all think gonna win?
I have no shame here. I have no complaints. I think I'm doing okay in life.
Okay.
Thank you.
Hold on.
I think Water's gonna win.
You think Water's gonna win?
Yeah, because the Grammys is very like, especially
it's
when it comes to
commercial.
it's very commercial. And for something like this, I don't feel like they're actually sitting there and listening. The real winner should be Apiano.
I think the real winner should be City Boy, Burna Boy.
City, I just don't want to give him that. If Burna Boy wins another fucking Grammy,
How many Grammys
this
does he
nigga's
have?
head will explode with his ego. So we don't need him to do that.
I mean, he deserves it though, right?
DeVito, for what he's been through, not only losing his son, his wife just delivered.
We're not giving
twins.
participation points out. Cut it out. Like, what are we talking about here? Because what he went through. Is his music good? What the
It is.
fuck?
It is.
What are we talking
Y'all are a
about?
little heartless out here.
Unavailable.
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 That's his album. We're unavailable to his album.
No, shut the fuck up.
Like what?
His album Unavailable is dope. It's a great single, but I think Water.
See, I didn't even know that was a whole album. I knew the song.
No, I forgot the name of the album, but regardless,
We're so stupid. We should have went through the old Grammy list. Not the whole thing, but like some other stuff. But go ahead.
nah, there's nothing else.
The R&B side too. Wasn't I think Brent Faiyaz is also nominated. That's
I would
huge.
be surprised if he is.
He's not gonna win this.
So far, the album, what I'm hearing is it's hot. It's a hot album.
Brent Faiyaz, it is good. We'll talk about that in a few seconds. But not only that, I think that Tyler is gonna win for Water because not only is it globally like a challenge. Whenever you have a song that's a challenge, quote unquote, I feel like you generate views from white people from other genres outside of just black and Africans and stuff. And she's South African and she's not doing Apiano.
And on top of that, bro, to be honest with you, I watched her on Jimmy Kimmel. I think it was. She did a performance.
She killed that performance.
She killed it, and then she had
Jimmy Kimmel and
she had no voiceover.
Are killing.
They're the greatest nightlife show. Remember it was used to be David Letterman and Jay Leno back then.
Yeah, but they didn't have.
They were for us. Yeah. No. I'm just saying, like they're the new for our generation.
Yeah.
Like I love those guys.
I fuck with it.
You said Jimmy Fallon and who? Jimmy Kimmel.
Jimmy Kimmel. As far as their like,
but I like Jimmy Fallon more though. Because
Jimmy Fallon goes deep because I think of the Roots connection helps. I think,
but also
and that's where
his movies. Remember, I used to watch. I saw Taxi with him.
He did a few joints.
It was corny, but I think he's
that
more
nigga
personable.
Was a terrible actor.
Yeah, he's more personable.
But he was also on Saturday Night Live.
Yeah,
true.
But he wasn't never that funny to me.
He's not funny.
I prefer Jimmy Kimmel as far as like
interviews.
Yeah,
I agree. It's like that's why they're so good, right?
It's funny. I laugh.
Yeah, but
he's corny funny.
But what?
Anyways, so I'm not gonna ask.
I don't know what's going.
But not only that, Jimmy Fallon's joint was the first time I saw Odd Future ever perform. That was a crazy ass performance. That was when I was like, who are these niggas in these wolf masks, like screaming on stage? It was so different and raw. Yeah. Like I ain't never seen nobody perform like that. And I was like, who these niggas? And that's when I got.
And look at them now.
And look at them now.
And that's why I'm a firm believer in it, like being who you are and sticking to your guns and like digging deep into who you are.
Weirdos from Cali.
But guess what? Look at him now. He's giving DJ Drama Grammys.
Yeah.
But anyway.
So speaking of people getting their flowers, we definitely want to give a shout out to Missy Elliot for also being the first female rapper in C to be nominated to the Hall of Fame of, was it rock? I think it was,
songwriter.
Yeah.
Was it rock and roll?
I think it's the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Yeah, so she's the first female rapper to be inducted, and I think that is dope.
She deserves it.
She is also my favorite rapper's favorite rapper, so shout outs to her.
Oh gosh.
I ain't mad at it.
I do think
Missy is legendary.
Can I?
The Cookbook was my first time ever like listening to a full Missy Elliott album. It was phenomenal. I listened to it.
I loved Missy growing up, bro.
I mean,
I was glued to the TV.
I mean, everybody was like her image, her sound, her just
body image,
everything.
Body image.
Softness.
You gotta say the body image aspect because she was one of the first bigger rappers to like really be out here doing.
Let's correct that. Female bigger rappers because y'all accept big.
You love to put
it's true. It's true. We had Big Pun. We had Biggie. We had some fat ass niggas.
Y'all accept Fat
Joe.
Y'all accept dudes with titties.
Early Young GC.
Y'all accept dudes with titties. Y'all accept dudes with titties.
Gucci Mane.
But y'all accept dudes with titties. But when it comes to the women,
new Lil Wayne, he chubby as shit.
Jesus.
Y'all like men with titties. But when it comes to the women.
No, you're real though.
Y'all real discriminatory.
Hey, that little short nigga from Detroit, he got out of jail now. What's his name?
42 Dugg.
That nigga fat as shit.
I don't even know who that is. Who is that?
Young Thug is fat.
Can't forget Gunna. Gunna had titties too.
Gunna was fat before he went to jail.
What are we doing right now?
What are we
doing right now? Like, this is nuts. We're giving Missy her flowers and then fat shaming people at the same time. How are we fat shaming the person that was fat? Like,
I'm not fat shaming Missy. Missy was great.
Oh, my bad.
The rest
We're
of them
fat shaming everyone else, even though she was fat.
Shaming.
Missy, here's your flowers. We're not mad at you being fat. We're mad at everyone else being fat.
Missy needed to be exactly how she looked in order to be who she is. And to me, she was always beautiful.
The Brat was also fat.
The Brat got
anyway, so
the Brat had a baby.
Shout out to the listener.
She had a baby.
She had a baby.
She did have a baby.
Why are you saying it like it's new news?
Because
like
he's being toxic. Let's move on. So shout out to Missy Elliott. I'm glad she got her flowers. A few flowers to give out, I guess, right now is that I think we're all listening to Offset's album, which is surprisingly really good. Did you not listen to it?
Y'all listen to that shit?
All right, well, okay, let me speak for myself.
Okay.
Also, Offset album, I'm not going to sit here and tell you he's like a motherfucking lyricist, but I will say there's good content on there, good production, real intentionality. It's just a really good, solid album. I think it was good for the ecosystem, personally.
I like the video he put out with his son, and he said something about his son.
It's really good.
That wasn't a video. That was a freestyle.
I like it.
It's from the album.
It was cute.
That was good.
So I'll say this about his album. I listened to it. I thought it was okay. I didn't think it was great. I only downloaded like 2 or 3 tracks, but my wife ain't gonna come on an album and kill me on 2 songs. I'm gonna just say that.
Or he did that because everyone, or because you love your wife.
2 songs and kill me on 2 songs. No. Maybe 1, but 2.
Well, the second song that she's on
Cardi killed him. She
on one song, on Jealousy.
On both.
And then the second song sucked in general to me. But
she still
do
killed
people
him.
really look at the Migos as actual like rappers and lyricists?
What? No.
Rappers?
Only Takeoff from that group was the lyricist.
But I also think that Offset wants to be a rapper too. That's why I think listen to it like this. Y'all don't listen to these guys, and I get it.
I do.
But I will say that if you listen to like collectively individual albums, Quavo's albums all suck. I don't listen to Takeoff's album because I don't think he actually dropped one.
He did.
But the Takeoff Cuban Link, the joint that him and Quavo did together, really good album.
Takeoff did called Rocket Man or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that was really good.
Was
and
fire.
then to your point about like, do we listen to his rappers? Offset dropped Father Fortress, his first solo album.
A lot of people like that.
And then this is good. It's good. Like we're not putting him to Jay-Z, but it's good. Like
if you're measuring him on a stick of Atlanta rappers, yes, it's a good
He's
album.
one of the better ones.
But if I'm putting him with everybody else that came out around the same time as him, I think that the album was lacking a little bit. I thought it was okay. The production was great, but outside of that, nothing made me feel like I wanted to come back to the album.
I listened to it multiple times.
Okay, I listened to it once, and then if I don't come back, like the Killer Mike album, I listened to it once and I was like, I gotta run this back. I never got that feeling from Offset. I was like, I heard it and it was just like, okay.
That's fair.
It was okay. It wasn't like I'm coming back and I need to hear what he said on this track or whatever it was.
Yeah, I mean, fair. I mean, listen, I'm not gonna sit here and like, I don't care about the Migos enough to like push that, but I think it's a good album. Brent Faiyaz.
Yeah, Brent Faiyaz. I'm sorry. Our Baltimore native.
He's from PG, bro.
No, really? No, I thought he was from Baltimore.
Nah.
Yeah, I only want to claim Baltimore when it's convenient.
I'm not claiming Baltimore.
For sure. I will.
I mean, but I'm claiming the whole
Shout out to my Baltimores.
Oh, so Baltimore is now part of Maryland?
It is part of Maryland. It's not the DMV.
When they have like
don't roll your eyes because there's plenty of people say it's Baltimore and then there's Maryland.
Baltimore says that.
It's not the DMV.
Baltimore also likes to.
Let's not have this Baltimore debate right now. Okay. The point is, Brent Faiyaz's album is really good.
Listen, I'm not emotionally tied to any of it. And
I think that you ever dated anybody in Baltimore?
I have.
They're interesting people. I fuck with them. They're cool peeps.
Anyway.
So remember college? Oh, never mind. All right, let's go.
So Brent Faiyaz, right? Larger than life. Dare I say that he's never dropped a bad album? And even let's push it. He's only dropped really
very inconsistent as far as how he drops them. I would say,
but there's no consistency. So like,
he's dropped whole albums on SoundCloud.
Are we looking for a reason to be upset with him though? Because I don't feel like this take. Like, why are you saying that?
All right, finish it. I'll let you finish actually.
Yeah,
go ahead.
I'll just say like he's dropped Sonder. He's dropped the first album. Like every album has been really good. Like
Sonder's a group with him.
It's one person. I know people.
It's 3 people. What?
Yeah, it's only one. I thought so too. I think there's people production by it, but it's only him. It doesn't matter. The point is,
what the fuck are you doing? You taking selfies? Are we boring you because you don't want to listen to?
And it's on camera. It's on camera.
You're selfish. What is that, narcissism? You're narcissist. See, we're gonna start using the words of women use
I'm not gonna be on this
us.
show if you're gonna start calling me names.
Says the one who calls everybody a name every day.
The same person that doesn't respect men's feelings.
I don't talk to y'all every day.
Yes, you do.
You speak to him every day.
No, I don't.
She does. She talks to everybody every day.
I really don't.
Sending us memes and shit.
I don't get the memes. But no, anyway, Brent Faiyaz's album was really good, and I want y'all to listen to the intro because I think the album is very good. I think that Timbaland got his flowers in that intro. Like that was really one of the best intros I heard in a long time. Beautiful album.
So can I ask a question as far as do we think it's a cheat code when these newer artists are now using older sounds to now get?
Yes.
It used to be, not anymore. Used to be, not anymore.
I think
I'm gonna answer it for you. Lola Brooke, you know she dropped an album this week.
An album.
We didn't know that, but she sounds like Foxy and stole a whole Foxy sound. Trash. Coi Leray dropped a song, "Ain't No Nigga," sampled by Jay-Z and.
She samples everybody.
But the point that I'm making my point is, it used to be the cheat code, and it's not anymore. At first we liked it, but no, people are tired of there's no creativity. We're tired of the samples, y'all. Hitmaker, this is your fault. Young Berg, you had all these samples, you got niggas on these strings, and now we're tired of them. Like, give me some new shit.
But they're not going to because they don't actually have real talent.
But they're not selling, though. So when you say, yes, it's a cheat code, it's not a cheat code because it's not working for them. Magic Jordan,
yeah. So he is signed to OVO. As you know, OVO is Drake's record label, which unfortunately he doesn't really promote any of his artists. But this album is beautiful.
He's busy putting candy curls in his hair and
yeah, okay.
Making bullshit albums and hanging with Yachty.
Okay, whatever.
And painting his nails.
He's doing what people do to sell a record at the end of the day.
Being weird.
I mean,
strange.
A lot of people. Let me finish this shit. Magic Jordan at the end of the day.
You're the only person who's repping real hard for Drake these days.
I'm not repping anything. I just rep for good music. Anything that's good music. I rep for Kanye, and niggas don't fuck with him.
I love Kanye.
A lot of people f with Kanye.
But can I just say that
we have a lot of people pretend. A lot of people pretend not to f with him.
We know who interrupts us. You the weather lady.
Who you talking to?
Hey, breaking news.
The last time I checked, the audience.
Go with that. That was good.
Audience. Look at what we're witnessing now. The audience has spoken. We know who interrupts who. Because I know how to speak.
Edward, what did I tell you earlier?
I speak and I listen at the same rate.
What did I tell you earlier?
Ladies and gentlemen, let me
y'all
tell y'all
talking
this.
about me?
So, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell y'all this. There was one comment. We've posted over 30 videos. There's one comment. One comment
several.
where one guy, who it might be her fucking burner
I don't know
page,
who it is.
who said,
You wish I was that lame.
so some nigga said, will you stop
You wish I
interrupting
was
her
that lame.
and let her talk? And for some reason, she presumed it was me that was not letting her talk. And
You are the reason.
she then attacked me because of this one
You're not a
commenter.
victim.
So whoever you are, sir, fuck you. You have given her ego.
Sounds like the person who's losing and who's.
You have given her ego.
He doesn't like accountability. So thank you, whoever that was. Much love.
Some random nigga. It was such a no videos, no pictures on his shit.
But listen,
just some random
we
nigga.
appreciate you tuning in.
It wasn't the only, and people want to hear my voice. I bring the ratings.
Okay. So Maja Jordan's album.
I don't.
People.
Look, we're not going there. Magic Jordan put out an album called Good People. The first track and the second are one of my favorites because he has this young lady who was actually signed to The Weeknd. I forget her name, starts with an N. Beautiful song. I love Violet. I love.
You told a shorty that sounds like Sade?
Yeah, she sounds just like Sade. She definitely does. And I think a lot of people need to.
A lot of people are very inspired by Sade. I hear it in all this whisper. I call it the whisper R&B.
Shout out to her. She's also Yoruba. Half Yoruba.
Barely.
She grew up in Ibadan.
She's barely.
He still knows his language.
Of course. She grew up in the hood, man. I love
Y'all
her.
love to claim people that don't claim,
Like Lori Harvey claimed our homeboy from back in the
claimed
village.
her.
No, she put out a joint statement. We know what's up. Look, when you deal with a Nigerian, you know how American women are? They love to let you know they deal with an African. Oh, I know about y'all.
The only people that are here push y'all up is y'all.
Can I finish? Can I finish? So at the end of the day, American women take that as almost like a medal of honor in the fact that they've dealt with an African man and they were able to handle it. Because rumors say only Nigerian women can handle an African man or a Nigerian man specifically.
Jibber.
So at the end of the day, a lot of individuals feel that way. So when it comes to this situation, we are the only ones who have been claimed by that your whatever friend.
Jelani breathing hard over here because y'all the biggest hype men I've ever met in life.
Who else
y'all
gonna hype us up?
Y'all hype like and people. I can't believe people are so bamboozled by it. It's just like y'all sell yourselves like y'all are God's gift to earth for real. And I'm just like. I never hear anybody else talk about y'all like y'all talk about yourselves.
But did you not have fun?
Well, who?
Whatever Nigerian you might say.
I want to describe it as fun.
Exactly.
It was life lessons.
Nigerians, we done conquered everything.
I don't know how we got here, guys. We're supposed to be talking about albums and singles and music.
Anyway.
And speaking of Nigerians, Wale dropped a new song called Max Julian. And it's pretty good.
Hey, you the segue king, bro. I got to give it to you.
Listen.
You're 2 for 2 right now.
Hey, shout out to my boy Rel.
I don't know who that is, but okay.
Terrell. You know Terrell, nigga.
I don't know everybody. You said happy birthday to me?
Your birthday didn't come up. You want to tell me about your birthday?
I've been keeping track of everybody.
Matter of fact, y'all.
My birthday and I'm
my
keeping
man's
track
35th birthday is coming up at the end of the month. Make sure y'all wish him a happy birthday in the comments on YouTube and Twitter and Instagram and all his
Why would you drop my age? I'm not. That's what I identify as, but that's not my real age. I identify as a 20.
That's right. He's Nigerian. He's 40. Get in there, lie that birthday.
Why do you look so serious? What's wrong with you?
I'm just listening.
Oh, she just figured out my real age. She's like, damn, this nigga looks so young.
No, I didn't think that. I knew your age. I think it's funny how you be trying to be like, I'm 28. Like, no.
When did he say that? Where did he say
I identify as a 28-year-old.
He just said that.
I identify as a 28-year-old.
Yeah.
You're going to get us canceled.
Why? How?
You identify as a 20-year-old? Really?
Yeah, why can't I? Okay. Everybody identifies as different.
See, that's
shit.
why I'm not fucking with you. Moving on. Shout out to Wale. Let's move on.
Wait, Max Julian? No. I'm gonna say this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Max Julian is a great song. Not only that, shout out to Wale. We've been on your head. We've been asking where you are. We're appreciative of the new music. He did film the new music video in Queensway. A friend of mine's family does own that.
Where's
joint.
it located?
It's in Capitol Heights, or Heightsville actually. Heightsville, not too far from there. So the joint's a beautiful place. African food, Nigerian specifically, and
They have good jollof.
Of course, we make the best. We make the best. So other than that, he shot the video there. It was a beautiful video. A lot of familiar faces, which is crazy for me, at least personally. So I thought it was dope.
Why wasn't you there?
I didn't get the invite, man. But I am on the Real Housewives of Potomac, the episode where they are filming in Bowie. Check me out.
What episode number is that?
I don't know. I know somebody gonna see my black ass in there and be like, "Yo, I saw you." I'm like, "Yeah."
You just signed a waiver?
No. Oh yeah. I did. Yeah, we had to take a selfie.
So it hasn't aired yet?
I don't know. I didn't check. I don't watch.
This nigga's a groupie.
Yeah, for real.
I just know
You're
that
a fan.
I'm on TV. Are you on TV?
I've been on a couple.
You should. I want to put you on like the blind date. What is that joint where
I don't want to be on that.
Where them niggas in the pod
Not interested.
on Netflix? I want to put you in
Love
there.
is Blind. I'm not interested.
Oh, you about to
And you know, speaking of Nigerians, why are all the Nigerians on that show absolute con artists? And literally, Uche didn't even show up to the reunion because he's like, oh, they found out. It's like, we already knew you would have been a. Let me be quiet.
Who's Uche? That's the one that went viral, right?
What is this?
Love is Blind.
Oh, I don't watch that show.
I don't.
I've been literally binge watching the last week, and I'm like, Uche is a stereotype, just like the last one was a stereotype. Let me tell you, the Nigerians are not doing a good job on the shows.
Look,
they're not representing y'all well.
The same way we say
they're feeding into the stereotype.
So the same way we like mention African Americans, we don't always feel like African Americans are a monolithic, right?
Oh,
we
how
do
convenient!
Believe that there are African Americans from the West Coast, from the East Coast, from the South. I'll just say that.
Oh, y'all break it down now.
I'm just gonna say Uche is Igbo.
Right.
He is a little different.
Isn't that supposed to be? Never mind. You know?
Yoruba. We are Yoruba.
Yeah, but aren't you? Oh, okay.
Oh, because before it was just Nigerian, but now it's Igbo and versus Yoruba. Got it.
So
It'd be fraudulent.
I'm saying us Yoruba guys, they move different.
Oh my goodness.
We move very different.
I cannot twitch for a few years.
But shout out to my Igbo.
All I have to say is they not representing Nigerians.
Igbo women.
They're feeding into the
I
stereotype.
just want you to know, to all my Igbo women, all my Igbo folks, I respect y'all because my lawyer is Igbo and I love her. Shout out to my lawyer.
Hey, that's a deep cut.
I really don't know the difference. Like I've dealt with both, and I'm like,
anybody whose name starts with a C or a U, they're usually Igbo.
I'm saying personality wise, I don't see the difference.
Come on now, shorty. Like, look at me.
Come on, I'm looking at you.
Be real.
And I'm as
when people meet me, they be like, "You're Yoruba, aren't you?" I'm like, "Yeah." They know, like, you could tell.
How the fuck do we get here? We're always talking about music. I'm tired of this.
We make the best music.
You know what the crazy part is?
Yorubas make the best.
Like, you're literally fanning a flame that you're not going to win. Let's move out of this conversation.
Didn't he tell you?
I don't really care.
Wait, didn't he tell you earlier you can't win an argument with me?
Like, let's move on.
I don't care. I mean, y'all fight with yourselves. I'm like, oh, give it fraudulent.
You're gonna marry a Nigerian. I
absolutely will not.
Fraudulent.
Last man on earth will not.
Fraudulent. James Harden has now played for the Clippers.
Is that all the music?
It is. It is. Yes, it is.
Jesse Wu.
Oh, yeah, don't be trying to skip over my girl, okay? Because she just released.
She's a fraud.
She just released.
Yo, I turned that video on. I said, what the fuck?
She looks great.
Turn that shit off, yo.
She got her
the
body
song is
done.
called Relem. No, don't do that. She
Her
looks
head is
great.
so big.
Yeah, she's a great new body.
She's beautiful. She's talented. She's funny. She can sing. She be dropping that knowledge.
Are we talking about Jesse Wu or somebody else?
Jessie Woo's the only
She's
person I could be talking about. You heard her. You heard her song. Her song is hot fire. It's called Relem, which means for my non-Haitians.
Where's she from?
Call me. She's from Miami.
I thought she was Haitian.
Yeah, she's Haitian, but she's from Miami.
Oh, okay. Oh, well,
Listen.
so let's give it an honest review. Like, you know.
Yeah, stop being biased. Stop being emotional.
Okay,
So
fine.
let me go.
Good.
Y'all real emotional.
Get it off.
So yeah, Yeah, so Jessie Woo, she put out a great song. I think it was called, how do you say it?
Relim. No, Relim.
So I listened to it, and within, I think, 55 seconds? Mm-hmm. Yeah, 55 seconds, we did turn it off. Due to the fact
Why
that...
are y'all so disrespectful, though?
A lot of it was sexualized.
It really wasn't.
It was just her in a bikini, just kind of dancing.
So now y'all bothered by that?
With oil on her body.
Y'all mad about the objectivity?
So, I'm sorry, can I finish?
Ooh.
So it did take away from the lyrics for me. So I wasn't.
Were there lyrics?
Yeah. So I was very distracted. Honestly.
I should have turned the captions on. Maybe that would help.
Maybe that would have helped. So unfortunately, I wasn't able to get the gist of the song in that quick 55 seconds that I did listen to it. But you know what? Her head is humongous, and for some reason, her body looked smaller in the video. So maybe that might have distracted me a little bit. But other than that, shout out to my Haitians. Free Sampate.
Shout out to the yard men them. I don't know what that means.
Hey, stop paying the French niggas because them niggas is on some fraudulent shit for real. Fraudulent is the word of the day. They on some fraudulent shit. Like,
can we talk about James Harden now since we're talking about fraudulent?
But I tried to listen to it, Nelly. I mean, I did try to listen to it.
Out, don't worry.
It's not really. It wasn't my vibe.
It's a very good song. I think it's so interesting that y'all can't look past her giving the visuals.
No, I wasn't even looking. He looked at the visuals. I was looking at my phone. And then I looked at it. I said, what the hell is this? Click it. He didn't have no choice.
Y'all so emotional. What did she do to y'all?
What did she do for you?
So I'll tell you this.
She's done a lot.
Every time she went viral, she was talking shit about African men or men of foreign descent.
I've heard her talk more about Haitian men than African men.
Whatever the case might be, she has talked about Nigerians.
You're all from Africa.
She's talked about Nigerians. I know what I'm talking about because I've seen the DMs and shit. People,
y'all talk about black women and we move on.
You asked me a question. Can I not?
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
You asked me a question.
Go on. Go on. Just answer.
So what I know from her, she did shit on African men, saying that we are BS and whatever. We be playing games, we ain't serious, blah, blah, blah. Only for her to also become a baby mother herself, right?
She's not a baby mother. She has no kids.
Okay, maybe not. I'm very sure.
Let me check my iPad.
I'm very sure I thought she had a kid.
Let me just check. Because we've been debating this for far too long, and I don't care about this woman. Jessie Woo, baby mama. Baby daddy. Right? All right.
Anyways, other than that, we are going to move on to James Harden.
There's her baby daddy right there.
Oh, yeah, right.
Some man, I don't know. He got locks.
The fact that you don't know that she had a kid is hilarious because everything she was preaching and going viral about
Matthew Effendi
was the fact that she got knocked up by an African.
Child, I don't know. If we Google it.
I told you to look this up.
Show woman.
Honestly, I told you to Google it before we started the pod, and you didn't want to for whatever reason. But the truth is the truth. She was just lying to y'all, and y'all believed her. She's also another Keke Palmer,
don't do that. Don't put her in the same bucket.
Yeah, she's not in the same bucket. She's not as successful.
Dog, I'm trying to talk about sports. I'm tired of this conversation.
I'm just y'all making me sound like such a hater.
Y'all too beefing. I'm over here sounding like fired.
The song wasn't that good to me.
No, it's trash.
If you ask me,
I cut it off.
I gotta be honest. If I didn't like something, I can't like it. I didn't like Jeezy, and I shit on him all the time. Every time he likes something, for real.
Okay.
Aw, you know we fuck with Haiti.
I love my Haitians.
We love you. You're a Haitian.
My aunt's uncle.
Can we get on to the next topic?
My aunt's uncle is Haitian, and he makes really good food.
I've actually never had Haitian food.
Haitian food is the best.
It's not the best now.
You don't see my videos?
It's not the best now.
Wait, Relax. You post videos of you cooking?
There's literally people who say from other islands that'll say Haitian.
Wait, is there a Haitian restaurant out here in DC?
There's two, but they're not. I would refer you to caterers.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, there's several Nigerian. Let me stop.
Let me tell you something. This episode's way too foreign for me. It's too many egos fighting. Haitian, Nigerian. I can't handle it.
Where you from? You from an island too, nigga?
Yeah, but I ain't fighting y'all niggas because my food better than both of y'all.
Who's checking for your food though? I've never heard anybody.
He be cooking some chicken wings that be fire though. That's it.
Trust me. If anyone knows me, they've ate in my house. They know my food's spectacular.
And you looking at the camera, they niggas ain't agreeing with you, nigga.
That's because they're your fans, and they don't know anything. I'm taking shots at all your friends. I'm sorry, y'all.
I don't know. I actually don't have any friends.
Damn, he not even claiming.
Speaking of people that don't have friends, shout out to James Harden who has gotten.
Hold on, that's the segue you're gonna use.
That's my segue.
I had a better segue. We're talking about fraudulent people. He ain't got no friends and he fraudulent. Fine.
You want to be segue king so bad.
Listen, I'm just better than you at this sometimes. You can't get names right.
Fuck them niggas. But James Harden did get traded to his fourth team in the last 2 years. Now,
It's fucking sick.
he's now with the Clippers, who are now 0-5 since he joined them. The James Harden experiment is a failed experiment. It just feels, you know what? That's my parking ticket already, so I don't want to go too deep. So you go ahead.
I mean, I don't honestly. Let's kind of wrap it up. Let's really quick, like hot topics, right? TV and movies. Invincible, I see you say it's coming back. I didn't know that. I'm happy about that. Mm-hmm. Attack on Titan. It ends. Oh shit.
Yeah. So
damn, I didn't know that.
Not only that, no, we didn't finish sports. We Miano, number one pick. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Shout out to him. He's a tall ass nigga. Invincible is on Amazon Prime. So as far as I'm a big comic book reader. It's one of the best comics I actually read in my entire life. Best superhero story I've ever read, and it's now been animated by Amazon Prime. Invincible, fire, is great, and it's only gonna get better. So the first 4 episodes air, and they take a quick hiatus, and they come back in 2024 for the last 4. So definitely check it out on Amazon Prime. Invincible.
Rap shit is coming back too. I saw that on
yeah. So
actually
the City Girls. Oh, speaking of, the City Girls interview at the Breakfast Club was really good.
Yeah, they're personable really as shit. Like that, you don't watch Carisha Please. They're personable.
I don't watch that.
It's really good. Like it's good. Yeah. And honestly, like Carisha's a personality. That's what she wants.
Wait, so you are more Carisha. I'm more JT. Can you be the tiebreaker? Who do you fuck with in City Girls?
I feel like Carisha is probably the most relevant, but JT's the one with the talent.
I like that.
But I think they have different talents. To your point, I don't think either one of us are right.
I was about to say something.
I don't. Oh yeah, please don't do that. I don't think that either one of us are right.
Only one of them got 2 kids. We know.
Yeah, but I mean, but also, I mean, shit, wild for that.
JT doesn't have any kids.
I know.
That's what he said. But anyway, but no, I think that Carisha's playing into the space that she works well in, and I think JT is as well. And I think that they're both going to be successful. I don't want to pick them against each other.
Do you feel like? Well, it felt like every interview they've done is kind of low key, like putting.
That's because I mean, I think the reality.
The breakup rumors feel almost real.
I answer some of that for you, like a little bit, because
can I interject here?
No,
Jessie has no kids according to her Wikipedia.
Okay, we don't care. I could have changed it to.
I just like facts. Go ahead.
So anyway, I think that
See how they're rude to me.
Oh my God,
why you always want to be victim?
I don't want to be.
It's giving fraudulent.
No, y'all are the biggest frauds there ever lived.
I know what this episode's gonna be called.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome for this episode's title.
But no, real talk, real quick. I think that like. People pit like JT and Carisha against each other. But I think the reality is they're just 2 friends that have different personalities. Like, I've seen enough interviews and enough content between them where like, no, I fuck with my bitch. That's how they speak. Right?
They said the word themselves, yeah.
Yeah, and no, for real. They speak like that. But they be like, different.
And that's fine. I don't understand why we have to always be in competition.
I think black women in rap always do.
Yeah, but optics do look.
It's very weird.
But the optics do look crazy with them.
Yes, they do.
As a person that knows that they're not really beefing, because I watch their shit, the optics look crazy.
There was
Give me an example.
The BET Awards, there was backstage footage of Carisha rolling her eyes when JT was talking, and a lot of fans like leached on that. Then I think there's other instances of them kind of hitting on the fact
that... The Breakfast Club interview. Remember Carisha said that she's doing a reality show, and then JT was like, "Are you?
I'm not on there."
And and then Carisha was like, "No, she's not on there." That looks
before
crazy.
JT could even answer.
No, JT didn't answer. She said I wasn't sure. And then Carisha was like, "Nah, she's not on there."
Yeah,
that looked a little crazy.
Carisha is doing her own thing because she's also dating Diddy. She's on Revolt. She has her own show. I feel like
the production team was crazy.
Honestly, she won Podcaster of the Year 2 years in a row.
Yeah.
With less than I think 5 episodes in between.
Oh, at that point,
yeah. That's ridiculous.
But the thing is, so like Gilly and them. I know you don't like Gilly and them. I like Gilly and Wallow.
Why are you always trying to tell people what I like and don't like? Let me be my.
Because you're low-key a hater, but it's okay though. Yeah. But the point is, that's why you like Joe Budden. Anyway,
this nigga's light bulb just clicked like, yo.
Because Joe Budden's a hater. He be right sometimes, but he's a hater. But anyway,
like me.
But no, Gillian was like, yo, like the reason it works for her because one, she's a female, she's a rapper, she's relevant, but then she also asks the really salacious questions that you like answers to.
I think everybody wants to, but the fact that she's now created a brand where it's like, if you come on here, I'm gonna ask you about your baby mama.
Crazy.
I'm gonna ask you about that shit. Like when she asked Summer Walker about why you keep having kids for these niggas. And then Summer Walker gave her some long ass speech, and she's like, everybody warned you. still had a baby for this nigga.
You know
No,
what?
for real.
But Summer did, her goofy ass did get on whatever social media talking about she felt bad for Future, and then lo and behold.
What?
That she ended up having kids like that. She's became
almost identical.
Because
She felt
Metro Boomin is it Metro Boomin or who was he dating? It was one of those producers.
What's that nigga name?
London on the track.
London on Track. Yeah.
Hold on,
Supposedly he has 6 or 4
He's got a
baby
lot of
mamas.
kids.
Yeah, he has a lot of kids.
Hold on, so she felt bad for Future?
She tweeted that one time, and she's just like, I feel really bad for Future. All these baby mamas be going at him, and then shortly thereafter, she ended
up being in the same situation. Yeah.
That's why you can't listen to folks when they be yip yapping, running their mouth.
So we do have a question from a listener. I don't want to.
Hold on, let's do Park. You want to do last question?
No, I want this to be first, and then Park and Tickets always end the show.
Let's do it. Go for it. You got it.
So as far as that, a friend of mine, or I would say a listener of ours, reached out and asked a question and wanted to get advice on exactly if he was wrong in this situation. So please follow me. It's a little.
Want me to do it?
No, I can go ahead.
Okay.
So this gentleman, will say Mike. Mike basically had a friend who spoke to him and let him know something about himself, and was like, hey, he let him know.
Was that John?
Yeah, John. So let's just say his friend John basically reached out to him and let him know, hey, they're friends or whatever, and said, I did sleep with my best friend's girl. He just let him know that he slept with, let's say, Sean's girl, and that's his best friend. And now Mike feels some sort of way, and he doesn't treat this guy the same after he revealed that he slept with his best friend.
So Mike is mad at John now.
So Mike is basically feeling like, yo, I don't trust your character and the fact that you would do something like this to sleep with this is your best friend. Right. So he hypothetically asked him, like, so what if, like, my girl, made a move on you? And he said, oh no, your girl will never do that. But he never answered the question, as the fact that you've never actually said you wouldn't do that. And the fact that you did that to your best friend makes me feel weird. So now when they hang out, because they're all mutual friends, so now when they hang out, he just treats him a little differently. And now I would say the guy, John, feels some sort of way like, I revealed something to you that was very personal to me, and you are now judging me for the fact that I did this. And he also claims that it wasn't actual full-blown sex, that it was just fellatio. So he doesn't think it's a big idea. But he also...
When you become the podcast that says fellatio?
It is what it is. Head, but whatever. But the case is he hasn't told his best friend. And now John, the main guy, Mike, actually feels some sort of ways. Like, he now knows this deep thing about these two gentlemen that are friends with him. And he now sees it like, I don't even trust you around my friends or my girl. And now that other guy feels some sort of way. So he wants to know, is he wrong in that situation for treating this guy the way he is now?
When you say he, you talk about Mike?
Yeah, so Mike basically is asking us, is he wrong for now looking at John differently after he revealed that he did what he did with his...
How should he manage that relationship moving forward?
I mean, that's hard. I will say this. We like to say we don't judge, but that's a lie. That's how we come up with opinions.
Would you judge in that situation? Even if it was a...
Yes. When is it appropriate to judge? Because every situation, don't judge me.
Well, I think that's not the question, right? About should he judge or not judge? How should he manage that relationship?
That's very tough. I wouldn't be the one to say something to the main friend unless...
You would end up saying something?
I said I wouldn't be the friend because I feel like that's you to tell that story. But I would distance myself from, because that's your character.
It does.
That's your character.
I agree. I think that, and the simple fact that you started to make excuses about the situation, saying that it was only fellatio. Oh,
and then he's flipping it on him, being like, "Oh, you're judging me." It's like, you the one who did the act.
And it's not only that. He also claims that, they're on and off. They're toxic. They're not even good for each other. They might not even end up together. It's like all those excuses makes it feel like even worse that you're justifying.
I have one question. Is John tall or short?
I don't know. I don't know.
Because something tells me he's tall.
So you think John has basically got like tall nigga privilege?
I mean, I think that I was gonna say something wild. I don't think he gets women. I think that he's not used to getting attention, and I think that's why he jumped it the first time he got attention. Because men, there's a certain type of man that knows how to turn down women because it's easy access, and there's certain like Kendrick said, this dick ain't free, right?
Yeah.
And I think that the reality here is just that like he's not used to getting something, so he got something, and on top of that, like he said that him and that dude's girl were like rocky and toxic. The reality is he doesn't respect his man. He don't fuck with his nigga for
So
real.
then me as an outsider looking in, there's no way I can put myself in that situation and be like,
I don't think there's any space for him to be in. I think that like what he does is he separates himself from whatever that nigga's name is, right? And I don't think it's his space. I'm not a bone carrier. I'm not the type of nigga that's gonna tell nobody else's business. It ain't none of my business. If there's a conversation that comes up between me and said nigga that like got the girl cheated on, the best friend, and if there's a situation,
you're gonna be the one to be like, yo, you gotta ask him. I don't know.
I mean, I wouldn't even go that far. One, I'd probably tell cuz that did the foul shit, be like, yo, you need to holler at him. One, and then two, on the other side, I'm not gonna tell cuz like that happened to, but I'm gonna be like, if there's a situation, I'm gonna be honest, but like that. I'm gonna be like, you need to go talk to him about X, Y, and Z, and I'm gonna tell cuz I told him to go holler at you. You're gonna have to go deal with that.
Yeah,
and like I'm gonna be so.
There's a lot of back and forth.
Like
I think,
but I'm gonna remove it, but that's all situational. But high level, I'm not carrying. Like there's nothing for me to tell.
So you always look at him a little differently. It doesn't
I'm
matter.
not fucking with you.
I think I agree. I honestly agree, and I definitely think that at that point the relationship is probably gonna look a little different from there. But what blame does the woman get in that situation? Because sometimes I do think women. I know you hate when I do.
I mean,
this,
I think that.
but
like,
I think that dude, like, she knows the fact that this is his best friend. This is his best friend.
May I ask a
to give him head while you're passed out in the back.
Wow, there's more context.
Oh yeah.
Right, you didn't give that part.
Yeah,
But
so homeboy was passed out in another room, and
This is the other part.
What you said, homeboy? Which homeboy?
The one that got cheated on.
The one that got cheated on, basically.
They're all in the same
So may I
house.
ask a question? Why is it? I'm gonna say this. At the end of the day, homegirl needs to get dropped. Period. But that being said,
But what if no one knows except for those two people?
that being said, you're best friends with this guy, and you did that.
Yeah.
So,
I mean,
to me at this point, it's irrelevant. She needs to be dropped. But the friend, you're not a friend. So this is my question I asked earlier. When is it appropriate to judge? Because people love to scream, "Don't judge me."
But listen, hold on. Let's think. Hold on. Let me answer that for you. Two things. One, best friend if he wanted to get the head, he probably could have still told his best friend like, "Yo, sorry, your girl did." I think there's spaces for him.
But
to tell
most men don't believe that a girl about to balk.
No, for sure, whatever. Right. I'm just saying, like, I think there's spaces for him to have told his friend, right, and not got it done or got it done, whatever the case may be. Period. I don't know about that. That's weird. To your question about being judged, right? People like to say, "Don't judge me, don't do this, that, and the other, take me as I am," all that stuff. Those people, yeah, no, they should. Like, you gotta accept me. Like, no, I don't. I think the reality here is that, to your point, there's a huge sect of people that are just dumb, and they think that they're super smart, and they think they have a voice, and they think they're super intelligent, and they think they're well read. And the reality is that they haven't done the work on themselves. It's just that they've taken a lot more time validating their bullshit than they have looking themselves in the mirror and saying, "I'm a bullshit person."
Yeah.
So that's just
it comes back to accountability and shit like that.
Yeah. So to answer your question about judging and not judging, the people that says don't judge and stuff like that, that's a red flag for me. So if I'm dating someone and you say I don't like to be judged, I'm gonna have a slight conversation about you depending on like how your brain like receives that information. But when you say to me like I probably cut people off really quick, those are red flags for me. That's a red flag. Take me as I am as a red flag.
You're a walking red flag.
For lack of emotional intelligence is a red flag. These are red flags for me because these are people that do not like the mirror held in front of their faces.
Yeah.
And so the reality is,
you know what that reminds me of? When Tupac and Juice hugged that nigga after he killed his.
Hold on, you watch black movies? You seen that classic, bro? Oh my God, that's crazy.
I actually watched it.
I'm so happy.
She made me watch it the first time. Never mind. A friend of ours made me watch it.
You watched it as an adult.
Yeah, I did. Unfortunately, I was in Nigeria, so I didn't know when Tupac was acting.
It's okay. I'm just glad you watched it, and you even had a reference.
But yeah, that's what it reminds me of. But yeah, so for sure, our advice is definitely keep moving the way you're moving, because at the end of the day, you are protecting your peace by not befriending somebody and buying into their bullshit. As far as you're judging me, it's like, nigga, you're a hoe.
And matter of fact, for real, depending on where you are emotionally with this guy,
dick discipline.
Depending where you are with this person and the friend group and like how messy it can get, if you're willing to like, and this is kind of like advice, if you're willing to like let go of that relationship for real, and you don't.
What if that nigga got money?
So you're telling him? Are you telling me this man might be a gold digger to another man?
If I have a friend that's rich,
plenty of dudes like that.
Niggas,
what did Nicki say in that song? Looking ass niggas when they say 20 niggas on one bottle in the club, looking ass nigga. That's wild. That's wild.
Life.
No,
it happens,
and that's why I don't move in those groups.
Stop it.
And you said, oh, it's a red. You said it's a red flag when somebody says, oh, you cut people off real quick.
She made notes.
Yes, I did. I always do.
No, I didn't say no. Maybe I didn't articulate that well. No. Maybe I didn't. No, let me be clear. I think you said to me that I cut people off fast, and that's not the red flag I was saying. I was saying that like that might be a red flag. Those red flags I mentioned with the judging and all that stuff is one of the reasons why it doesn't go far, because that's a red flag for me. And yes, I'm going to move on because you haven't done the work on yourself.
That's fair.
That's what I'm saying.
That's
I'm
fair.
not gonna.
I mean, I'm actually the same way. Like it's very, I'm very much so the same way.
Yeah, like I'm not perfect, to be very clear, but like I'm still very much so like open to learning and hearing perspectives. But if you're so closed off to you think you're so perfect, like.
But even the person that's just like, don't judge me. It's like, why don't you actually do the work to actually fix it?
And honestly, I want you to judge me.
See, I say the opposite. I say, go ahead and judge me.
Judge me.
I don't
Let
care.
me know. Tell me how you feel.
Like
I literally
us
say that all the time.
Us as humans, we're always judgmental. We're always
We are, which
And
is why I don't sit there and
You're right
say
about
that.
that.
That's how you come up with opinions and viewpoints. And honestly, we were given that gift so that we know the difference between good, bad,
How do you
or
think I
doesn't work
decided
for
to
me.
do a podcast with you? I judged you 20 years ago. Whatever years ago I met you. Like
we deep in
17,
there.
whatever it is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I judged you.
That's like
and you
what-
judged me too.
I was about
You
to say
judged me. You
something
saw me have motherfucking Dragon Ball Z in the dorm room. You was like,
Y'all are both
he has
definitely
food.
weirdos.
Huh?
Yeah, I'm judging y'all.
You call
to
it
say y'all
weirdos. I feel like we're very unique, but it's just how you judge.
Whatever.
That shit comes back to the
But
pod.
that's also how you judge like a thick woman, and you be like, oh, she can't take it, and then she could take it. It's like the same shit, you know.
I'd be a little surprised.
Or-
Move in
when you-
silence.
What'd you say about Coi Leray earlier?
Move in silence.
Correlate, small little thing.
If you know, you know. If you don't know, you don't know.
That's it. If you know, you know.
And then you try to be like, oh, because you're thick. I was like, okay.
No.
Anyway, we don't.
Shout out to Koi.
Listen, there's
happy for her. I'm happy for you,
there's actually
sis.
no digs in this statement.
There
happy
isn't.
for you.
There's
Everybody
actually no
wins.
digs.
I'm just clarifying because you did say something, and I was like,
No,
it's all good. I promise you.
Hey.
It's all good.
Earlier there was one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was off mic.
Earlier,
though.
yeah, that was off camera.
mic.
On
Look at you
camera,
breaking
there's
it.
no digs.
Yeah, look at
Yeah,
that.
for sure.
Trying to break the fourth wall and shit to make your point. What's your parking ticket, girl?
Yeah, let's wrap this shit up, yo.
Y'all got parking tickets? I'm gonna go. You want me to go first, or y'all want to go?
I'll go.
I already got one. Go ahead, I'll figure one
So
out.
my parking ticket goes out to the media who tries to. There's a lot of silly-minded people out here, but y'all really tried to make this war seem like the oppressors were the victims, and we know. Yeah, I'm going
You
there.
doing that on here?
Because I don't even.
We about to get. You know who owns this.
That's why I'm not saying what and who, right?
Okay.
I'm just saying that I don't even watch the news intentionally, but the little that I've seen, I already knew off
Yahoo
grip.
front page.
I already knew off grip it wasn't what was being presented.
The narrative.
And then as I saw a little bit, because a lot of people are posting things, I was just like, the oppressors, people don't think about this, but whoever wins the war is the one who's able to tell the story. So a lot of the stories we're told are not the story.
Yep,
Just remember
it's who
that.
won.
It's whoever won is telling the story.
Yeah,
And
the
so
victims never.
I'm happy to see people are hip and paying attention, but it's just sickening to see, you know, how folks will do that. And this is where I say I don't like humans and why I go into hiding. But that's who my parking ticket's going out to is the propaganda and the news and media and whoever else wants to spin a narrative that's not true.
I love it. Yeah, I agree. I completely agree. You know, you said a lot without saying a lot. I appreciate that.
Honestly, I had a similar question this morning. Conversation with my mother, actually.
Oh, Lord.
So I actually don't have a parking ticket, but I want to let what you said breathe. So I'm gonna give that I'm gonna just let that sit there.
Nigga.
No, for real, because I really did have that conversation because, you know, biblically, you know, these folks are if you believe in this stuff, first of all, are blessed and ordained by God, you know, like they have God's blessing according to the Bible. And, you know, they denied Jesus 3 times.
I don't know anything about anything. And I'm gonna just shut the fuck up.
No, I mean, listen, I just think that overarching, regardless of all that, I think that I do want to piggyback on your parking ticket because I think what's happening over there is super bad and super sad. A lot of things are going wrong. And I don't necessarily think that one side is more wrong than the other or more right than the other, even though one side has more power than the other, right?
Uh-huh.
And that power
like that.
creates prevalence over the other, right? It puts that hammer down. And I think that for me, it's sad, but I truly do believe in my heart and like in my spirit that some things are just divine. And when I mean divine, I think that we as people can intercede, do things, try as hard as we want, but the Middle East has been what it is biblically for years, and I don't think there's anything you can do about it. And that's
I would say the global powers helped a lot.
You can say that, but I think that the reality here is that that's a different conversation. Long story short,
for sure,
because I think that like people believe what they believe, and then they put more power on people, whatever it is. But the point is here is that that space has been an object of a lot of pain for a very long time.
I love it. Yeah, I feel like both of y'all gave very valid points, and unfortunately, I'm just gonna talk shit about basketball. So
that's actually a good thing.
Yeah,
we need to bring it down.
So I'm just gonna give my parking ticket to James fucking Harden. Not only could you have been in Miami, but we realized we didn't even want you for the simple fact that you lack ethic. You lack any type of decorum when it comes to like working with people. You're a chemistry killer, bro. And it sucks to see that because you're a former MVP. But you're not serious about your craft, bro. You're not. And unfortunately, what we're seeing is someone who's going to probably go into the Hall of Fame and who could have been greater than good. And I feel like all you've done is just been a basic ass baller, honestly. You have flashes of greatness, but then you stink it up every fucking time you're in the playoffs, bro. And now you're on your fourth team in I think 2 years, and you're not doing shit for them. The Clippers are fucking 0-5. And I, as a Russell Westbrook fan, I'm watching that nigga bust his ass in LA for 2 different teams and not getting any type of credit for anything. And they're thinking about moving him to the bench for your bum ass. You're some shit, bro. Take it in and learn, bro, because you suck. And that's the truth. Stop hanging out with Lil Baby. That nigga's short.
There we go. Exactly. At this point, I'm thinking the tall dudes are jealous of the short dudes. There's something.
They're not doing shit. They're hugging each other in Paris looking dumb, high and drunk. And you get private flights to strip clubs, bro. You tell your team that when you guys are playing in close enough to Vegas, y'all should stay an extra day so you can go party. Bro, you are a bum ass nigga for that shit. You're not thinking about winning. I don't know what it takes to be a basketball player. I'm not gonna sit here and act like I know, but bro, outside looking in, James Harden, you're giving the league a bad name, bro.
I mean, I hope that the Clippers, I hope his contract wears out and no one else signs him.
I've never heard anybody outside in the last 3 years say James Harden's their favorite player.
He's not good. Well, it's not that he's not good. He's just, anyway.
I mean, that's it, man. It's a great show. Thank you.
Appreciate you, IA. Again, wrestling with your presence.
IA, yeah.
Thank you for having me.
But no, for real, y'all, wish my man a happy birthday. His birthday's in a couple of weeks.
We're going to have a big party.
Yeah.
You pulling up?
I mean, give me
it's Sag season. Yeah. It's about to get real hot.
Hey, speaking of Sag season.
Sages love Aquarius.
So speaking of Sag season, last episode was episode 26, and me and our guest that we had before,
Brittany.
Brittany.
Oh shit, B.
She's actually born on the 26th as well, like me. Yeah. So that was actually crazy coincidence that we were.
So actually, happy birthday to her too.
Yeah.
And actually, happy birthday to my man Chris. He's a Sag too. He's coming.
And it's my mom's birthday today. Shout out to my mom.
Oh shit! Happy birthday, mama.
Happy birthday, mom.
Till next time, folks. Subscribe, follow, and run it up. Tell a friend.
Also, check out the playlist.
Oh yeah,
No Parking on Sundays playlist. Yeah. I updated. I mean, we
He updates it. I send him the songs.
Who cares? He sends me some songs.
Don't do that. A lot of them songs I send him, and if y'all need proof, I can prove it to y'all.
All right, we out.
But
no parking on Sunday.